all the dragon.
Everyone got hit. But we've introduced the decks, and we've shown you how it's going to go down throughout the day. But what are the players actually playing for? I think a lot of people are curious. They got some very nice entry pricing with those World Supply sets that they picked up last night. You can check the BCS pricing, I believe, on the BCS World Finals website. And you can see that for Premium, they had the beautiful Victor merch with the original art and everything. And then for Standard, it was Akina together with Erika's Generator as well, I believe.
Yes.
So
the players are asking for it, and they got it.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm just glad we got something cool for Premium. The Victor stuff looks really, really sick too.
You're a big Victor fan back then, right?
I do like Victor a lot, so I am excited to see. We'll hopefully show up the pricing down the line, but we are also getting our players ready. We are going to be starting off with, I believe, Premium for our first game, and of course, it's going to be the reigning world champion Ned that we're going to be seeing on stream first, and see, what the champion has cooked up this time, as there's definitely been a lot of time to cook. I mean, the restriction list was announced a bit over 2 months ago, or was it a month ago? 1 month, right?
1 month,
Yeah.
Exactly 1 month. It came into effect yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Man, that's tough. You can't even go to locals and stuff to test.
I'm pretty sure all the locals have been swapping, right?
Yeah.
I think in Japan when they announced the ban list as well, a lot of locals also just swapped to the new ban list, or everyone just starts playing the ban list.
Exactly,
right?
yeah. Usually. The locals, they don't, but the unofficial tournaments, the community-run stuff is usually everyone just swaps over. But I'm excited to see. It's been... if you haven't seen what the restriction list is, you can check on the official Bushiroad social media, x.com/Vanguard EN. I'm sure if you... Let's take a look on the Twitch as well. We've got a lot of things running for you guys, but you can see if you're watching on the Twitch live with us right now, you can scroll down a tiny bit on the About page. You see the links to the Facebook, the X, the Instagram, and the website, and you can take a look at everything there. So they do have, of course, all of the data that you need to find in there as well for the restriction list to just be up to date with what the players are actually playing with. So, any predictions, Kai? We did actually get asked by the Bushiroad staff last night on our predictions for who is going to take it all. I'm not sure if they're going to be posting those up on the social media we just mentioned, but what do you think is going to take it today for Standard Premium?
Yes, we had to predict this before we saw submissions.
Yeah.
So I was predicting a Youthberg. Now, judging from the standard,
it was like nine Ketters,
and there could be a lot of Minervas. It might not just be Youthberg. So I could be cooked, right?
I'm sure we'll have a Berk somewhere in there. All right.
Oh.
It looks like we'll have to wait for a little bit for our predictions to be made, as we should be getting ready for our game very soon.
And just in case you guys play all the other boosters games, we are featuring the world champions apparently
on every single stream.
For the first round.
That's right.
Very exciting.
So this should be, it's twitch.tv/Bushiroad, and then the underscore changes depending on the game. So we're underscore VG for this, and it should be underscore SV for Shadow vs. Evolve. Then I'm assuming it's underscore WS for Vice.
Yeah. You can enjoy card games the whole day today.
Yep.
Yeah?
If you have 3 monitors, use all 3 monitors for all 3 streams.
You can split screen. I've got a really big one too.
True, yeah. You can use your tablet, your phone, everything. All right. Looks like we're ready. Let's jump into it and take a look at our first match. It's going to be Premium here. We see Bow Wow on the left playing Grand Blue versus Ned, our reigning world champion, also on Grand Blue, the most represented deck of the room.
So we got 2 Grand Blue mirrors, but I can tell you for sure that these 2 decks are not the same.
Yes. So this is going to be the fruition of all of their cooking. All that time in the kitchen, we're going to get to see the chef-d'oeuvre in front of our eyes here as we see the players prepare, get ready for that stand-up. You also see Ned is rocking the World Finals sleeves, the merch as well. Very nice looking. Those sleeves are really clean. I think it feels very special to have, supplies of specifically the event of World Finals. You can rock up to locals and people will be like, oh my god, you went to Worlds. I can't believe it.
The World Finals venue is really good this year as well.
Yeah, it's also right next to Tokyo Big Sight. So if you're coming for the Bushiroad Card Game Festival, starting from tomorrow, it's right next door.
Yep.
So if you got a hotel nearby, then you're in a very good place. It's not even like you don't have to get on a train. It's literally walking distance, 5 minutes. I went yesterday.
Wow. And then, the venue itself, they have activities as well here at Worlds.
Yeah, it's a cool little picture booth as well.
We need to get our picture done.
We need to get our pictures done. That's right. All right, but just a little bit about the players. Of course, Ned, as you all know, is our reigning world champion. So, of course, from the UK, has been playing the game for a good minute, I would say as well. And on the other side, we're going to have Bow Wow from Canada. And it's going to be time to see.
Ned going first.
Ooh, okay.
Riding the Bilba.
All right, so that's one of the ways to dig through your deck. And calls another copy as well.
Oh, he's already going for it.
He's going to use it. Soul Boss 1, look at top 3 here.
Yes, yes. What is he going to get? Oh, the crit trigger. Banshee. And that puts in for draw. So he creates a soul for more,
that's more draw.
buildering for later.
So I think going first, especially with this, I mean, I feel like in Premium, going first has been a relatively favorable. Oh, draws another one.
There's another one. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Top 3. Finds 2 Cutlasses. That's pretty good. So Cutlass, of course, there are 2 types of Cutlass. One is a Soul Blast to draw card. The other one is you bind a Cutlass in order to be able to countercharge. And the countercharge is pretty important. And passes turn after calling down a Samurai Spirit, which lets you Soul Blast 1 to retire one of your other rear guards to revive it from the drop.
Samurai Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, gives you board, basically, for taking care of something that you don't need on the board. And here we're going to see, of course, going second in Premium, you get a whole bunch of goodies just for going second. You get to, show off your harmonics. You get to show off all your nice little tokens and whatnot.
It's very interesting. Ned already did a lot of action going first.
Turn 1.
No, you can't even attack going first. So.
Yeah.
But is Bow call down a PG? Draw PG to boost.
Okay.
It's going in. This is 13. In Premium, this is a guardable number, but it's on the Vanguard, so they do have triggers.
Yeah.
But they also run mixed triggers, so it might not be always 10Ks.
That's right.
This one.
Some triggers are 5, some triggers are 10.
1 damage goes in for the Ned. Is that a habitat?
Yeah, that was a habitat, I believe.
Habitat in Premium?
I mean, it is a good card. Top 7 to thin things out is always good, I would say. But let's see what this turn 2 is going to be. I'm just curious to see because this is, Ned is known for cooking up all kinds of things in this game. And I'm curious to see what they've cooked up this time around. Here we see a Greed Shade come down. This is going to be another way to get stuff back.
Ghoul Dragon.
Yeah.
Ghoul Dragon.
Ooh. The Ghoul Dragon is another card that basically lets you essentially refresh cards from your bind zone back into your deck and then call out the Ghoul Dragon from the bind zone. So I think that's one of the main uses that you use it for here. We see the Bobo as well in case you get damage denied there.
Bobo's a really, really good tech in Premium right now just because against a lot of loops, there's a lot of damage deny. So having just the ability to extend your damage count, your own damage count by 1, because it essentially countercharges and gives you a damage.
Yeah.
So it lets you push a bit more.
It's the best of both worlds.
Yes, yes. Because against loop decks or one turn kill decks, it doesn't matter if you're at 0 or 1, right?
Yeah.
You're just likely gonna be dead.
As long as you have the resources for it, it's all you need.
Yeah. So opening yourself up to 1 damage means you can push a lot more and gets another habitat in hand.
Yeah, from the Bilber there, from the top 3. We've already used Bilber 3 times this game, I think. So we still have, you have all these ways to get it back as well. You have ways to get it back from drop to hand, call it back from drop to rear. So lots of ways to make sure that you're just going through and deck thinning nice and quick.
Bilber is the premier way to get your deck count to 0 right now. Well, low counts. Maybe not 0. If you go to 0, you're in trouble. But
yeah.
Ooh.
Or I think that was the habitat played there.
Oh no, he used. I think he already.
Okay, now the habitat comes down. We're gonna top 7. Let's take a look here. What we find, we see a lot of interesting text from these top cards. I think I saw a Nanaclear engine piece there as well. I think that was the Leaves Feather Dragon. So that's another way to look at top 3, I guess, but it does cost a CB instead of a Soul Blast.
Wow. Okay, we're going places. We're going places.
We are. Oh, that's the Columbard coming down here as well. So Columbard, one of the best cards ever released in V, in my opinion. CB1, you get to search for anything and discard it.
Could be a Bilber, and you search something and then call the Bilber out to mill more. But Hey, he's building up a huge board here. Do you think he's going to attack it?
Good question. Good question.
Just get the +1 from the drive check.
It's also important that we currently have the Samurai Spirit on board.
Oh, yes. Yes. There's also a Bilber on board. There's also a Bilber on board?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another top 3 to look around. All right, so I think... Does he have the soul for it, though? Because Bilber does need to soul blast 1.
True, true.
So... And the crit on board here does not provide soul.
Oh, he's going to use the Exceed to... Oh, the Spirit to get the Exceed.
Oh, we're superior riding Spirit Exceed in 2026. This card was first printed in 2012.
Okay, so now he has enough for Bilber.
Yep. So that gives you the soul that also is now on grade 3.
Yep.
So that means we do have Stride unlocked for next turn as well.
And his opponent's only on grade 1, so that's it's not a great place to be.
Yeah. Unless you can do the same thing back to Ned.
Ooh.
All right. Deck size is getting lower. We've gone through a lot of this deck here as well. The Nanaclear Order is also seen in rotation here. The Chied Milifalte.
He's turning it sideways, so we get a twin drive here.
Going to be swinging. The deck is very thinned out too, but only 1 crit off the top 2 here.
But will you pass? Because you're only swinging for the cards in hand, right?
Yeah. We haven't really seen... So outside of the fact that this deck is just generating like 5 million resources, we haven't seen exactly what puts down the threat, right? As you briefly talked about a lot of premium decks right now, they had to clarify the rules for loops. They had to literally clarify what is the ruling for infinite loops. So you can expect quite a few decks to do something similar like that. Ooh, okay, we're riding up into the Huxley and Remred here.
Greed Shade comes down as well. Behind the Vanguard?
Okay. So is this going to be just a swing to the side? Yep.
So I think he's afraid of getting damage denied, right? So, but you could put it on the side, couldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, there's a ladder. Okay, and that's it. Just swing past to the side. Back to Ned here. Ned starts the turn on grade 3, and you know what that means.
I guess you play it over the PG to get the PG back, right?
Yeah.
But now we have Stride from Ned. It could be like an emergency play, You go, oh, wait, he's already going on 3 and going to Stride next time. I need to get that PG back to my hand.
Yeah,
ASAP.
right.
It just makes a really weird call.
Yeah. I mean, since you are Granblue, you do have ways to get rid of it anyway. And reposition a little bit. We're counting the deck. Oh.
Yeah, Ned's already counted the deck. Is that a place to be in if you're his opponent?
Well, as we're about to find out. Looking through the G-Zone. What are we going to go into here?
That's a very spicy G-Zone, but looking like it could be...
Oh, but I just to mill out?
You got to make sure you count everything. This is a level 3 tournament. Can't
That's
make
right.
mistakes. Especially if you're playing a strange deck like what Ned's playing.
Yeah. The organizers just, before we started the stream, they were giving the players a explanation of, making sure that since it's the highest level of event you can have, to be very diligent in your plays.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't get higher than the World Tournament unless you have like a Galaxy Tournament,
Yeah. Intergalactic Finals.
Intergalactic Vanguard Finals. So Ned's still deciding on... Did he discard 2 to Stride?
Does look like it.
Yep, and he's going... Oh, he's gone past the... He's looking at a...
So this is one of the Cray Elementals. This is the Snow Element Valancher that we're hovering over as we speak. So see if he does go into it.
Ned's hand, how big is Ned's hand size? I think like 4-ish? 3-ish?
Yeah, it's not too crazy just yet.
Just to count that deck again.
Uh-huh. We're just trying to see... So I'm assuming that he can go through the deck enough through like...
Oh, he's got the Obadiah. He's choosing the Obadiah, and he's going into Big Obadiah.
Okay. Big Obadiah hits the board. Again...
Mills 5, this one.
Yes, CB1, flip a G unit, and then you get to search for up to 5 cards that you just directly send to the drop, and then you call 2 of them out as well.
Puts in a Banshee as well. So I think it's interesting. If you're Bow Wow right now and you see Ned look at all this stuff, right? He went through his deck, he went through his drop, he went through his deck again, went through his strides. Do you go like, man, I think I have to kill him next turn, you know?
Maybe, yeah.
Because if he's doing all that and then he goes into the Obadiah stride, that's like a setup stride, right? So then that kind of gives you some ideas on where Ned is at and where you kind of need to be next turn. But if you want to, well, this is premium, but if you wanted to take down your opponent from 1, it can be a bit hard, but not impossible.
Okay, so we had the Cutlass countercharge there. And then after the Cutlass countercharged, we used the Samurai Spirit in order to call that out. And then we also put down the Evil Shade, which lets you CB1 and bind a card from your drop. And then you call a card with the same name as the card bound for this cost from drop zone to rear.
Oh, okay.
Now we're going to send back the 2 Cutlasses here. So this is, I believe, the Cutlasses are being sent back by the Ghoul Dragon that is in the bind zone right now, because this bind zone effect lets you CB1, retire 1 of your rears, and then you choose up to 6 other normal units from your bind zone that isn't the Ghoul Dragon, and you send them back to your deck and shuffle it. And if you return 4 or more, then you call the Ghoul Dragon. So, because this isn't a once per turn ability in the bind zone, you can technically CB1 and retire 1 of your other rears as many times as you want, as long as you don't return 4 cards. So you can keep doing that as long as you can keep providing the countercharge. So
that's spicy.
Yeah. Top 7 here with another
Bilber.
Another Bilber.
Can't go wrong with Bilber.
I'm still curious what the win condition here is. So far, we've deck thinned beyond comprehension.
Yeah.
And we're building a deck, basically.
Yes.
We're building a deck here with this Bilber. Oh, well, we have an OT revealed. We know what the OT is in the deck now.
Gets the Cutlass. Choose that one.
This is the Soul Blast 2-1, right? I believe.
It could be. Yeah, there it is.
Soul Blast 2, draw a card. Draws into
I think people run like a mix of Cutlasses.
Yeah. We've seen both now.
Yeah.
Okay. It is still going through the pieces.
Plays over the Cutlass to put it in the drop zone.
Oh, this is the old stand trigger from Legion era, isn't it?
Oh,
this
I
is
remember
the performing zombie. So when you call this, you look at top 10 from your deck, you choose 1, and you discard it.
Yo, that was played in 7 Seas Rush.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah, because that one doesn't have GB on it, because it came out before Generation Break was a thing. Good times.
So the deck is at a pretty thin deck state.
Yeah.
But we can go thinner.
We can go thinner. We're going to use a new Cutlass here to bind old Cutlass, I believe, or it looks like it. Their arts are very similar.
And the mill's like the ghosty.
Yeah, so that gave you the counter charge. Now we're going to use the Obadiah here, I believe, to discard 5 cards. So we're thinning out.
That's crazy. We've been, this whole turn, we still haven't used Obadiah's skill.
Yeah, only now. Only now we're going to thin out. So you thin out the Cutlasses that you sent back with the Ghoul Dragon.
Okay.
All right. All right, the judge is also making sure. For the record, the judge is the last ever world champion of Buddy Fight.
That's crazy.
Is now a Bushiroad employee judging premium.
All the Buddy Fight players, you have to support the stream now.
That's right. If you're a Buddy Fight player, you gotta be here right now. He is here for you.
Okay, so Ned calls out. This is from the Obadiah.
Lazy comes out. So this is the V Lazy, which when you call it, you can call a grade 0 from drop to rear, which means you can then either call out the performing zombie to top 10 and mill out something again, or if you need to draw, you call out the Banshee, who goes to Soul unless you draw a card. But you have to be careful about what you're going to be drawing into here.
But yeah, the deck is so thin, right? So
yep.
Are we at some sort of loop yet? Like, where you put the Cutlasses back and then you draw them, and then put the Cutlasses back and draw?
Yeah, I'm curious where are we going to start going infinite here? if we are going to start going infinite. We're drawing cards. We're doing to another Banshee here.
Okay, that goes to the
It's another draw.
There's 3 cards left in the deck. There's 3 cards left in the deck.
3 cards left.
There's
Have
3
we
Banshees.
found-
3 Banshees in the soul. So we need a way to get the Banshees out, maybe? Or...
Let's find out. We're going to use, okay, Ghoul Dragon here. CB1, retire the Lazy, send back the 2 Cutlasses, shuffle, shuffle.
Yeah.
So you can keep using that as long as you have CB and a rearguard to retire. So...
Okay, and the Cutlass is countercharge.
Yeah.
So that's like one piece of the puzzle.
It's like a fighter skill from Deer Days.
Yeah. And then we need to somehow draw them back.
Ooh.
So, okay.
What is this? This is the Tarasubaki. So this is a promo that I think just finally came out in English in set 12 for Divines. So you put this to Soul in order to choose 2 orders with the same name from drop, and you put 1 on the bottom and the rest into your hand. And then you choose a unit, any one of your units, and it gets plus 5k until end of turn.
So you can discard the extra order for Bone.
Ahaha.
And then Bone gets you back something. Gets you back a Bilber, looks like.
All right, Lazy is going to come out.
Oh, no, Greed Shade, sorry.
Oh, so you're going to just keep going through, and you can just keep using Lazy here to call out the Banshee who's going to draw you, and then you just keep going until you can get... So I'm assuming the way that I see this can keep pushing power over and over is by reusing this Tarasubaki to continuously send orders.
You get Bilber again. Your
Bilber
deck will be
top
at
3.
a state where it's like you know certain cards, right? Because you put a card back from... You put Bone underneath, and then your Bilber gets... gets like an order, was it?
Yeah. So as long as you can keep having 2 orders, you need to have 2 order cards with the same name in your drop. As long as you can have 2 orders with the same name in your drop, then you can keep reusing Tarasubaki to give 5k to something. So that is, in theory, infinite if you can keep showing this loop. As long as you can keep doing the same action.
They haven't gone to the point where he's declared the infinite, right? Because he's still moving pieces around.
Yeah. Yeah, so another counter charge from the Cutlass. So you have to... It's like the moving pieces are... The Cutlass has to keep happening because the Cutlass gives you a counter charge. And then that also means that the Ghoul Dragon has to keep doing CB1 to send back the Cutlasses so you can keep reusing that CC. And then... And you have to have ways to...
okay, so the Samurai Spirit Soul Blast something out of Soul as well.
Yeah.
So that's how you also get things out of Soul. But now... What's the next step?
So the thing is, you go infinite power, but the crit is at 1, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be like infinite power, but it is technically PGable. And if it's everything swinging for 1 damage, then my question is like, how does this lead to a win?
It's currently Heal Guardianable as well, because there's no ladder.
True.
And I don't think you can play the ladder because you play it Habitat this turn.
Yeah.
He's just sorting out his drop zone, so that's an indication. He split it, so he's indicating something's happening.
Triggers. Okay, what is there still something here that we're missing? All right.
Okay.
Samurai Spirit. Okay, this is a bunch of orders.
So he's gonna show. I think he's gonna show the infinite now. He's explaining it.
Yep.
This is where chat can also the knowers in the chat can explain.
Any knowers?
Explain to the other chatters.
Yeah, so he does have since he plays stands and he plays the red OT that we saw.
Oh yeah.
And he can do so this sequence should enable infinite power.
Yes.
So then with infinite power and like stand red OT, you do get to do infinite power times, you know, enough attacks to win from 0 to 6. That's basically the condition you have to fulfill.
And then if there's PGs, then too bad. But I guess if they have to PG this early, they're guarding a lot of cards in hand, right?
All right, so I'm not sure if the mics can pick up on the on the announcements in the venue, but for everyone else, they have hit time, but our stream match is running at its own time.
That's for standard as well.
Oh, that was for standard too, yeah.
Yeah, because premium a bit longer.
Yep.
And the stream match runs on its own time, so yeah. But we're still in the middle of this loop.
Yep.
Now, this is going to be funny, because if Ned fails to kill Bow Wow, there's also a chance that Bow Wow is playing a loop, and do they have enough time to loop each other?
True. Oh my god. Here's my PowerPoint presentation. So you have yours ready.
And they are playing the same clan, so their loops could be very similar in terms of what they need to do.
Ooh, I think we just saw the Val knot. Okay. So we sent the, I think that was a bone?
There's a Val knot on the board right now, and there's a heal trigger on the board. And he's going to play over there. Okay, that's good. All right, goes back to the bottom deck.
Yeah, so this is the effect of Quincy the Ghosty. Quincy the Ghosty says, GB1 in the drop zone, you CB1 and choose one of your grade 0 rear guards, send it to the bottom of the deck, and you call it to an open rear guard circle. So Quincy basically resets it. And then Quincy can also, it retires itself if you have a Vanguard Ghosty in its name, which you do right now.
So can he loop that Quincy and then just stack his triggers to the bottom? Is the question.
So I guess the goal is to loop the Quincy, send the triggers to the bottom, and then you have to find a way to also send stuff back to the bottom without shuffling after that. Because, so, Tarasabaki sends orders to the bottom of the deck as well, so that doesn't shuffle either. I think the only thing that shuffles is the Ghoul Dragon. So Ghoul Dragon you can no longer use if you're creating the stack here.
Oh, is that his hand?
I think that's his drop.
Okay. I was like, wow, his hand suddenly became very, very big. So, okay, we're seeing progression here where his triggers are disappearing and going possibly to the bottom of his deck. Ned's definitely picked up the speed because we need to not get a double loss if your loop goes too long.
Exactly. It's like you have to be careful to do it right. But once you're in flow state, you can just go.
But as you reach that flow state, right? Because I don't see anyone. It doesn't feel like it's. Has it hit infinite yet? All the powers? Wait, did he just pass? Yo, Bow Wow's gonna turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So his hand has been established to be insanely massive.
Okay, so that wasn't his drop zone anymore. That became his hand. Okay.
Which step did we miss where that became his hand?
I think the part where he waved his hands around and then his drop zone became his hand. You know, that's. And then I think he set a bunch of triggers to the bottom deck, so now he can't die, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Well. So there is a way for Bow Wow to maybe win. There is a world where that can happen, but I think he needs to perform a loop as well.
Yeah, has to perform a loop, and Ned has to. I think if Ned can show us 7 perfect guards.
Depending on the Grand Blue / Stoicheia deck, any green deck, PGs might not work.
True.
Yeah.
True. There is a world.
There is a world. So
there are cards that prevent you from guarding with a bunch of different stuff.
So we will have to see if Bow Wow can do this loop though, or otherwise it's gonna be maybe a very anticlimactic first game.
Yeah. So as a reminder to those watching, if you don't finish your match in time in Swiss rounds, it is a double loss. So you are very much interested in both parties being able to finish the game so that somebody can be the victor. I think there for a second we saw...
I mean, I'm seeing a Cutlass.
I saw strange food preparation, I think, there as well. Yeah, we're seeing Cutlass as being...
Seeing a Cutlass, and I feel like, you know, we're getting deja vu.
Yep.
We have a Heal Guardian come down.
Self-damage.
Yep.
So Heal Guardian does say that outside of being able to be used for guarding, you can call it down when you have 0 cards in your damage to put the top card of your deck into your damage zone.
And then he's also got another Quincy as well.
That's right. Yeah, I think the players, they should still have a bit more time again. I don't know how much the comms from the venue are hearable on stream, but they do still have some more time because we start the stream game a little bit later than everyone else. Oh, we just saw one of the, the biggest guard restrictors in the entire game. Violence Flanger.
Okay.
To Soul Blast a grade 3 and discard any number of cards from hand. And then basically prevents your opponent from guarding with Sentinels or cards of the same grade as cards you discarded for this effect. So.
Oh, so does Ned? Oh, Sentinels. Does it specifically say Sentinels?
Cannot call Sentinels nor cards with the same grade as the cards you discarded for this effect from hand.
You can play Sanctitude, right? Because you don't call that.
It's not a Sentinel, yeah. You don't call it. Or it is Sentinel, but you don't
call it. So if he can.
Order.
If he can get multiple attacks from a Flanger this turn with crits on it, then he can win.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think getting there is the hard part. Because I know some players were playing this in like Indonesia.
Okay.
And previously before that, I had to play test against this. Wasn't that fun, but it is what it is.
Yep.
But yeah, there is an out, but I don't know if you can reach it. That's the issue.
Especially if we can reach in time.
Yes, because we have the loop, and we also have... Yeah, just performing the loop itself can be hard. And whether he's in a game state where he can actually do that, too. Because I think he's out of cards in hand, too, right now. But then what do you do now? You got a Cutlass. Okay, Cutlass coming out to replace Soul Blast. The draw.
Yep.
And that has to be a really good card.
Looking through his drop. I don't know if you have the time to be looking through the drop to that extent, though.
But you have to. You can't misplay when you make these loops. You have to know what's left in your deck. But yeah, these two... Sometimes you can cook a bit too far if your loop takes a long time to execute.
That's right. You got to know when to put out the fire.
Yes.
So what would be the sequence for the... If this is the traditional loop that you're thinking of that you said was played previously, what would be the sequence here?
It's very similar to like what Ned was doing, where you go down to the low deck counts, and then you stack a bunch of crits and OTs with the Quincy. Yeah. And then you just put them all in Flanger, and then you can't guard.
They can't guard,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, getting there is the hard part.
Okay. Only card in hand is a Heal Guardian is going to be discarded here. We're going to use the Bone here to revive anything now from the drop. There's no grade restriction when it's that big.
Yeah, this is going to be maybe the last few actions. I don't think there's anywhere where he can like get 2 cards in his hand. And like a lot of these is because of, there's definitely tournament nerves where you don't want to mess things up too. Because it is Worlds, right? It is Worlds. He's turned his Vanguard sideways. He triggered the OT.
That should be the Valnot, I think, the Stoichia version of Valnot.
Yeah, and then I think he concedes. Is it? Or it's either a double loss or he concedes.
Yeah, we're going to try to get word from the judges just to have clarification here as well.
Yeah. Just as a heads up as well, conceding is better than double loss because your tiebreakers are better.
All right, so it looks like... All right, so it looks like they are registering the results, and it does look like Ned has taken it. So I think that we had a concession from Bow Wow.
Yep. And I think
to prevent a double loss.
Yeah, it's definitely correct. Also, if you trigger the OT, it can be a bit harder to get a kill, especially. But he definitely wasn't in the state where has a Flanger on board and gets the kill because his opponent has his whole drop zone in his hand.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So Bow Wow conceded the game, basically acknowledging that they didn't have the game on board there, and Ned could survive. And then due to lack of time, I mean, if they had proceeded through time, then Ned would have been able to just show the loop and
do it again. win. So good concession. Right?
Yeah,
It's a
instead
good
of
concession.
eating double losses, definitely better this way. I feel like premium players are really very aware of that too. They're like, all right, it's like gentleman's agreement. Let's not double loss everyone.
Like both players' tiebreakers get affected with a double loss.
Yeah.
But if your opponent if you lose to your opponent and he does really well, then he brings you up.
That's right.
Yeah.
You want to be earning your points as you get your wins. You don't want to be both losing points.
Yes.
But the players aren't the only ones winning points here
Oh.
today. Because chat, we have a special little something prepared to you by the folks at Bushiroad where you can actually win some prizes just by watching the stream. So we have some trivia and a Twitch leaderboard quest as well. So you might have already heard about this on social media, but just explain, as you've been watching, I think you can see in the chat as well that Stream Elements has been awarding people with a bunch of Bushi points, and you get a little ranking from everyone watching as well. So you get to climb to the top of the leaderboard as long as the stream is going, and for every 10 minutes that you watch the stream, you'll be awarded 10 points. And before each match, you can use your points to predict who will win between player A or player B. And you do this by typing !bet and then hashtag you put the number of points, so you don't have to put the hashtag, I think, it's just bet number of points and then A or B. So the example there you can see is if you want to put 10 points on player A, you write !bet 10A. So once you made your prediction, your points are locked, so choose wisely, and the correct predictions will earn you the points that you've predicted. And in terms of pricing, Kai, you can quickly run us through.
First place, you get a exclusive playmat and a random booster box. Pretty good.
Yep.
Depends on the game as well, right? You can see the designs on the screen. Second place, you get the playmat, and then the third place, you get a random booster box too. So there's winners. There's winners for every game. 3 winners per game. But I think also we have a trivia coming up, and you do the same thing as well. Use the bet option, but then you pick the correct choice instead.
Yes.
Yes, and there will be multiple choice. I think we do have a trivia coming up right now.
There you go.
This one's an easy one for all of you out there.
That's right.
Yeah,
So the question is, in the lore of the United Sanctuary, the legendary sword Blaster Blade is not just a weapon. It is a courage transforming weapon. Before he became the unit we know now, what was the name of the young knight that was able to harness its full potential? So you can bet on A, Knight of Silent Skeleton, B, Swordsman of Light Ames, or C, Knight of Truth Gordon. So OGs should know this.
Yes. So again, you do the bet option, pick the correct choice, as well as the number of points that you're betting. So this could just be free points. Just could be free points for everyone.
Yeah.
And we're already seeing the people already giving out
I'm
the
just looking at
answer.
chat. I'm just looking at chat here.
So yeah, lock that in. We will be back very, very soon with the answers as well as round 2. So
we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Welcome back, everyone, to round 2 of Worlds. I'm Kai, and here is
Worlds, baby.
Yeah.
We're back, and we're back with some more premium as well as round 2. We do have our players ready. If you're just tuning in, this is the World Championship. We have both Vanguard Standard and Premium happening on the same stream. But to start off the day, we're going to be showing off a little bit more Premium. And of course, we just saw a crazy Rambloo showdown between 2 flavors of loop decks, essentially. And now I'm curious to see what we're going to get into and what decks we're going to feature in this round 2 as well. Again, there isn't as many players for Premium qualified as there is for Standard, so they do have less rounds to play, which means that each and every one of their wins counts for a lot. It's like I think in Standard you can maybe afford to drop one game here and there, but in Premium you really do want to make sure they have a clean record as much as possible, no double losses. So I'm really curious to see what these players have brought. Yeah, let's take a look.
And I mean, there's a lower amount of players for Premium, so we're already starting off. We got D-Boy here with Spike Brothers.
That's right, crushing the meta D-Boy.
Overlady Alicia with Narukami.
Ooh, Narukami was one of our predictions to do well in this tournament. So I'm very curious to see. Narukami, of course, I feel like it's been good in Premium for the longest time just because it has some ridiculously strong strides and G-guards available to it.
That's right.
That remove a lot of the problems of, what you might play around.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different forms of Narukami. Alicia here playing the Sweep Command version. That one has a restriction on it.
while other players were running also things like Vowing Sword.
True.
But all of them are relatively valid. They try to do the same things, and they all have very similar options to each other. Now, Hearth here on the left, he's been playing the Spike Brothers deck for a very, very long time.
Yeah, for about probably as long as he's been playing the game, honestly.
Yeah.
This man is known for this clan, and looks like we're going to just underswing on the Vanguard here, put the power on the back row here, where, of course, the Mecha Trainer is just chilling and preventing
Forerunner.
Yeah, Forerunners, man.
And
good times.
One thing with the Spike Brothers deck is that the way Hearth is playing it, there's a build called Hellheart 8, and I think Hearth's been playing Hellheart 8 for a very, very long time. I don't know if he's playing it today. I assume he is. Whenever I see him and Spike Brothers together, I assume that we have a Hellheart 8 deck, but long story short, what it likes to do is it likes to stall around until GB8, Generation Break 8.
Yep.
And then they stride into Hellheart 8 and then make a lot of attacks until your opponent cannot guard. It's not an infinite amount of attacks, I don't think, unless
there's something new, yeah.
Yeah, unless there's something new. But it is a lot that your opponent just doesn't have enough to guard, unless they get like a defensive overtrigger or something like that.
Yeah, defensive OT does stop it, because Hellheart 8 does give essentially plus 10k to anything that attacks. And then it also gets the ability that after it attacks or boosts, that you choose a card from your hand, put it to your soul, and then you get to search your deck for a card from your deck and call it an open rearguard circle as well.
Yeah, and
you also put the unit that attacked or boosted, of course, as well.
Yeah, so you kind of have a loop where things come out, and then other things, they go back in, and then they go out again, and then it's like that. It keeps on going and going. Alicia here will be trying to be very, very aggressive in attacking. Yeah, they're going to be... She's going to be pushing a lot, just because in this matchup, she will be the aggressor. She needs to make things happen before Spike Brothers hits GB8.
And also, a reminder to those watching that we do have channel betting available, so you can do exclamation mark. I think you guys have been doing it throughout the break, but exclamation mark bet, and then your amount of points that you want to bet, and then on either player A or B. So in this case, D-Boy, the Spike Brothers player, would be A, and Overlady Alicia would be B. So you can choose to bet your points on who you think is going to win, and then try to get higher on the leaderboard. We'll be showing the leaderboard at some point here and there to see who is in the top rankers for point earners. And of course, we'll be having trivia results later down the line as well.
Yeah, and I don't think you can bet on the trivia anymore. I think I saw the answers already come out, right? So
yeah.
No more free points, okay? But here we saw Hearth. He had to he missed
G-assist, right?
G-assist. And, I mean, Alicia has, like, no damage at the moment.
Yeah.
Hearth already on 2, but he had a G-assist that does drain the hand a bit. But it's not the end of the world because he actually did hit. So it's not game over yet. If you miss that G-assist against Narukami, they're just going to go ham. They're going to ride up and then, boom, the whole... they're going to have a lot of front row cards, let's put it that way.
That's right. You see the Rollock got searched from the Mecha Trainer as well. A reminder for folks watching, Rollock is a card that we saw to be pretty prominent in certain premium metas in the past, a few years ago, but essentially, you prevent your hit unit from being hit. It's basically a perfect guard as a grade 1, as long as your Vanguard is a grade 2.
Yeah, and in a defensive deck like this, where you don't want to just lose the game immediately in the early game, that card is very, very important. But unfortunately, the Spike Brothers couldn't commit to the damage deny game. I had to ride a 10k grade 2, so Alicia has some damage to work with.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
And she got the Vanquisher and King Superior Stride already. And this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the pain train. Narukami getting 2 Excel circles. We're going to see if it's Excel 1 or 2. Yeah, commonly you see Excel 2, but we have seen players go Excel 1 just if they wanted the extra push against defensive decks like these. But yeah, this can be a lot of attacks already right now.
Drawing cards is always pretty good, so I do understand the choice for Excel 2 here. So we're going to see what is going to occupy those Excel markers as well. You know, traditionally we have seen things like the Verena, Esperladia be a very common card to be played in these situations, as it gives you an extra attack for just 1 Soul Blast when your Vanguard swings. So let's see what else could come out from this as well. We are seeing the Sharaf here, who gets to Soul Boss 1 and bind a card from your hand to make your opponent choose a card from their hand and bind it, and then you and your opponent draw a card after that as well.
Yeah, and now the one thing I think is really nice on Alicia's side is that she has 1 damage compared to Hearth 2, which means she can't heal down, which is good in this situation, because it means you'll have, if you don't use your CB here, you'll have 1 CB to use next turn for something like Exterminate, which is devastating in terms of power levels, right? So no chance of healing off. Good times.
Yeah. All right, and just a clarification also for betting, you guys can, when you want to, put your points on one of the players, you do the exclamation mark bet and then the amount of points and then A or B. But when it's for trivia, you don't have to actually use the exclamation mark bet. You type your answer into the chat and that's it, and then the system will categorize it. So going forward, just so everyone knows. But
it's advanced now.
Yeah.
Technology.
It's evolving. It's riding up with every turn.
Yeah. Okay. Swinging in already. One gets it as a
That's a heal, I believe.
Yep. Oh, those heals got updated, by the way. It gives 10k, which is very, very strong. It's definitely the correct, one of the correct choices to do. You no-guard the first one, because everything else is hitting underneath 110k trigger.
Yep. There's a Rollock for the 1-card Perfect Guard.
Ooh, gets a crit.
That's pretty big. The Sharaf does have an extra plus 5k of its own if anything was bound this turn.
Oh, no, is that another crit? She's putting it all into the same one as well. Oh, no. Okay, she's splitting it. And then third check? Is that a heal? Oh, okay. So the heal doesn't go off, which is actually very good, because now Alicia has something set up for next turn as well. So she's not like locked out of damage, because basically what Hearth will be doing until he hits GB8 is he'll just be hitting the sides.
Yeah.
Yep, and just trying to farm hand.
Yeah, that 1 CB is going to go a long way as well. But of course, I mean, this deck also gets to make quite a few attacks, without necessarily eating the counterboss forward, which is also very nice, thanks to things like the Varina here. Yeah, but you want the extra power.
Yes. Okay, because that Varina is going to probably get attacked next turn, because it's identified as a very annoying target.
Yep.
But just getting the extra power and the oomph will be very, very good. Because remember, Exterminate will be like plus 20k if both front rows are empty.
That's right.
That's a lot of power.
Exterminate's a good card. All right, we saw the Guardian Shield ticket there, I believe, coming down from Hearth.
I mean, Hearth's only had grade 2.
That's true.
His head. This is like so rough, because you took the first damage. Oh, he's spending a Sanctitude
already, just to prevent the 2 damage. Okay, I mean, if that's the most efficient way to do it, then so be it. I guess in case of whatchamacallit, in the case of Narukami, there's nothing too crazy in terms of guard restricts you have to be afraid of for the Sanctitude. So
the thing, it's just that things can get really, really big in terms of power.
Yep.
But yeah, it's if you have to do it, you have to do it. It's 2 damage, right? The worst thing is just that you took the first damage to kind of save yourself from having to guard later on, but you still had to commit to guarding later on, because they both had crits on them.
That's right.
So I mean, Hell already can get quite a few hand, and its defensive options are pretty decent. But if you had to waste a lot this early, it can mean that getting to the later game is going to be a bit difficult.
Yep. So here we just went into the Force possessing Rising Nova, which makes it so that every time you get a Force from Riding, specifically Rising Nova, you get both Force 1 and 2. So that's why you see the 2 markers on 1 circle, which is looking good. And then here, in terms of strides, I think we went to the...
I think it's a Violence Ace, right?
I think so.
Lets you draw a bunch of cards. The Rising Nova double Force is commonly known as Force 3.
Force
1
baby.
plus Force 2, Force 3.
Hey! Stonks.
But yeah, with the strides that Hellheart 8 will normally go to, they normally just go into Violence 8, let you draw a bunch of cards, you CB1, and then, you just draw a lot.
Yeah. You also get like good power as well, so it's nice.
Yep. And then you attack into rear and do no damage and draw more, and that is the way.
Man, it's also seeing text like when the number of your opponent's guardians becomes 2 or more. You know, it's like you CB1, put a rear into your soul to call a guard from hand. It's like, I haven't seen that kind of wording on a card text in a hot minute.
Yeah. It's a different kind of guard restrict, you know?
Yeah. Technically not restrictive. You're free to do what you want, but if you do as you please, I will get an extra attack.
What's the Rollock back?
Okay. We are swinging here with the Breach Spurt. So when this attacks, you put a normal unit from your drop to the bottom of your deck, and all your opponent's rear guards with intercept must intercept as much as possible until the end of that battle, and then he'll slide himself into the soul and draw a card. An effect we love to see on cards.
And then a G-Guard is coming down already.
Oh, it's one of the greatest, one of the best to ever do it. This, of course, is the Impeded Dragon.
Yep.
That your opponent is forced to retire one of their rear guards and bind it when you guard with it. And if the number of your rear guards is less than your opponent's rear guards by 2 or more, your opponent has to choose 1 more. But that is not going to be the case here.
So choosing to unlock GB for that is because it unflips.
Yep. So that's now 4 face-up G zone, I believe.
Yeah. I feel like that would be one of the cards you want to save when you want to deal with your opponent's GBA turn, because this deck Narukami, if Hellhearty plays it a bit a bit sloppily in a way, you can definitely get some big outplays with their G guards, but choosing to use it now, I think Alicia's just locking in on trying to maybe just deal a lot of damage early.
Yep. We did see Hearth also healed down here as well. We do see the sweep command, good old Steve. Real ones know.
And going into Exterminate, so very perfect here. You get to CB1 now for plus 20k to a front row, and that's 5 front row. There's 3 Excel circles right now. Well, actually it's 6 if you include the Vanguard. But yeah, there's 5. There's 5 front row rear guard circles.
Yes. 5 front rows, baby.
And with a plus a lot of K, you can just move anything up, and then they also become an attacker.
Yep. It's so good. You get plus 10k for each of your opponent's open front row to all of your front row units. And then if you can fill up that front row with Varinas, then it's going to be a lot of attacks at pretty high power counts as well.
I think like Hearth will probably need something like a defensive OT, unless he gets a lot of running triggers in a row as well. That can do it. But Alicia, considering her plays...
Oh, there's another Verina. As long as you have the soul for it, that's going to be good enough. And that's a Vanquisher, I believe, coming down.
Ooh. Vanquisher, doesn't matter. It gets plus 20k and a 5 from the Excel 2.
We have 6 attacks right now.
Okay.
That's 7.
Eradicator coming down. Look at top 5.
What do we have here? We do have something.
Can have to discard a card as well.
It is deck thin. You can also discard the card that you do add if you want, so you can call this one down again after to keep thinning if you wish to.
I mean, 28 is a good number already, so I don't think you need a boost.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be added to hand.
Oh,
and
discarded. She has I think that's a stand in hand, so she technically has a counter charge as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget CB. Yeah.
True.
Plus 20. Let's
Effect
go.
Declaration. CB1. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks this turn. Everyone plus 20k to begin with.
Yep. That's a lot of power.
So good.
Okay,
so
Virina swinging in. These are
38, I believe.
38, yes.
So we're going to have 38, 33, and then a few 28s as well.
Yep. I mean, 28's a good number.
Yep.
Hits over that 15 threshold. Alicia runs stand triggers as well, so it could be a surprise attack as well.
Yeah. Did see that. Let's take a look and see Hearth. How is he going to guard these attacks?
And the thing is, like, But I think you should probably start, if you want to take damage, you should be starting to take it now, right? But we have I think that's a pseudo G-Guard. You know, the grade 1 G-Guards?
The new ones. Well, new. They're, in terms of the grand card pool, still relatively new. So that's the Exclude Havoc. So you can discard it as if it's a heal for the cost of calling a G-Guardian.
Yeah.
So these came out, like, what, last year, I believe?
Maybe the year before. Time has flown, you know?
Time has flown.
Yeah. I think this lets him gain power as well. These CBs one.
So I think that one is when you guard with the Havoc itself. Then you can do the power gain. Alright, so we just go for G-Guard. I mean, G-Guarding is important because you do want to be flipping up your G-Zone as much as possible. You did get to, flip something for the Violence Ace, and now you went for the Terrible Linus. That also flips a G-Guardian face up. So now we're at GB4. And then
another G-Guard.
Harmonix is also face up, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
So that was flip face up for earlier. So now one more G-Guard is going to take us. Which one we're just taking a look at it?
Evita.
Oh. So Evita is CB1 to choose 3 normal units from drop. And then this unit gets the original shield of those cards. And then if you chose one or more grade 3s, you draw a card and put all the cards chosen for this effect on the bottom of your deck in any order. So it's a good way to recycle things that you want to call from deck later down the line. Pretty good.
Yep. Is that enough though?
And this is the second Verena swing, so this was 33. Another +5 will do it.
Has to commit another one.
Ooh, okay. But the boy still staying on 1 damage here, 1-1. This means that Alicia is in heal range technically here. We're going to see the 2 Soul Blasts come through to stand the Verenas.
Oh, not attacking anything else in case triggering a stand trigger.
True, yeah. I feel like one of the 28s could have been something to poke with.
Yeah. Ooh, another G-Guards.
Okay,
3 G-Guards this turn
GB8.
already.
That's GB8 already, I believe. So, it's like 1-2, 1-2, 1-1. GB6? Or 7?
No, if this one flips, it will be like GB7, and then you stride into the stride for the GBA, right?
This one also flips. Does it?
I
don't think this is the Hecaton.
I don't think so.
Yes. So this one is the one that you choose up to 3 cards from your drop zone or soul with different grades, and you send them to the bottom. And if you put 3, it gets +10.
I think there's a judge interaction here.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Let's see what the decision will be. We have an ear to see how this is going to be. So there is going to be a...
Oh, dear. That's not good.
Okay, I see. There was... So I think there was a... There was a turn previously that we had a Guardian ticket. So that was the turn when the Sanctitude was used. He used the Guardian ticket, which is a Blitz order. And then used the Sanctitude as well.
No,
yeah.
That's unfortunate. You cannot do that.
Yeah, Persona Shield ticket. If it was a Persona Shield ticket, that would have been fine. But since it's not, that is not going to be the case. So the judges are now... I think the head judge was involved in giving the verdict here as well, and I do think that unfortunately, because it is an infraction, we're gonna get the final word from the head judge in a second here to give you guys the update. So apologies for us missing that. I think we saw the Sanctitude, and I was thinking, it's like, but didn't catch it in the second.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it is a level 3 tournament, so
yeah.
You have to be very, very careful with these misplays, especially if, both. It's up to you to play your cards. You have to play them correctly.
Yeah, level 3 is, there is no higher level of competition than the World Championship. You do have to be very careful in your plays, regardless of, the nerves obviously are very much real.
The nerves can come into play, and especially honestly, that was a really tough turn. Your Alicia triggered those crit heal, right?
Yeah.
That's it's rough. It's rough. Like you'll be put in a very, very tough decision, and you'd play things, and it's unfortunate, right? But in another case, Alicia moves on. Then
Yes.
Narukami, the fairest deck in the format right now.
Yeah, it's crazy to think. If you go back like 5 years, that would be a crazy statement. But
Yeah.
Alicia will take it. So, a reminder, I guess, to everyone also competing, if you are watching the stream on the side, to be very careful with your card usage. It's very important. But that will be round 2 for Premium. I believe that next round we should be featuring Standard as well. We've kept you waiting. Thank you for waiting. It'll be great to see what, after 2 rounds of Standard already, that'll be not yet the halfway point, but we're already going to be in the range to see which decks are looking to be doing better from the entire pool of all the Harlurus.
How do you think Harlurus are doing? Are they converting?
I'm assuming they're doing decently fine, but I'm also expecting a few, team kills in this sense, where probably they're mirror matching and whatnot here and there. So they might filter each other out a little bit. We've seen that happen before.
I need my Youthberg prediction to be good.
Hey, dude, I want to see B Heroes.
Yeah.
B Heroes, I had a couple players, they messaged me. They're like, hey, you're playing in Japan, you know this, you've been playing post-restriction list longer than me. How does B Hero look without like the icon decks and without like set 13? I was like, it's good, especially if you go first. Going second, sometimes you do just have a bit of a tough time into defensives, but going first, you're going to be looking solid. So I think that's going to be, that should usually be fairly chill as well. So just an overview, we have heard from the head judge. So what happened is that, as you guys saw, D-Boy played 2 Blitz orders in the same turn, which they're not able to do. The issue was not caught in the moment, and the game progressed after that, making it impossible to fix the game state, and D-Boy was given a game loss for the mistake, and the opponent was given a warning for missing the mistake. Okay. So for Alicia, you also have to be careful.
Yeah,
you're both responsible for upkeeping the game state.
Yeah, it's such a rough thing as well, especially in Premium, where the only orders you really play are Sanctitude.
Yeah.
Then the 2 tickets if you go second, right? Yeah. And the tickets also, they're not blue.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you have to be very, very careful. Unlike Standard, where every turn you're playing the order. Every order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But it is what it is. You have to be careful when you play it. But unfortunately, for some of the player bets, they might now be out of whack. But I think we do have something for that, for the player bets, right?
Let's take a look. We should have a graphic here as well. So once again, a reminder, this is how the Twitch leaderboard quest is going to work. So once again, you can bet for the players that you want to see win, or ones that you think will win to get points. And just by watching the stream, even if you don't bet points, for every 10 minutes you watch the stream, you'll be awarded 10 points. So the longer you stay with us, the more points you'll get. And you can bet your points on player A or B. So as an example, you can write !bet and then put 10 points on player A. Player A is usually the one sitting on the left. Player B is the one sitting on the right. And then make sure that you make your predictions on time before they're locked as well. And then you'll earn points based on your predictions. And of course, we have prizes such as an exclusive playmat for each of the games. A reminder that we are streaming not just Vanguard today, but there's also a stream for Shadow vs. Evolve and Weiss Schwarz as well.
Yeah, and I think I've heard that the graphic here might be a bit wrong. So just check the chat.
Yeah.
I think it might be you have to swap the points or the B or the AB around. So just follow what the other guy is doing.
Yeah. Just read the room and you'll be good.
Yeah. And now we have the second trivia for the day. In the Overdress anime, Danji Momoyama is the leader of a specific group that hangs out at Wonder Hill. What is the name of this team? Is it A, Team Blackout, B, Team Daybreak, or 3, Team Entree?
Yep, so just write A, B, or C, and that will lock in.
You don't need a bet. You don't need a bet for this one. They changed it. You just have to put in the answer.
Type your answer. Just type your answer.
Technology can sort you all out.
That's right. We live in the future.
That's right. And we just heard a loud scream from outside, so I think someone won.
Games, yeah. So
we're going to be heading to a short break again very soon. And then
back with Standard.
Yep. Just in time. So stay in the chat.
Earn your points.
Earn your points, that's right. And we'll be back soon.
Welcome back, everyone. It is time for round 3 of BCS World Finals 25-26. And this time around, we are back with Standard after watching a couple rounds of Premium to start us off for the day. Kai, how are we feeling going into this one?
Should be pretty exciting seeing Standard again. We have quite an interesting matchup coming up, but first, we had a trivia just then, and we're going to tell you the answer. Surprise, surprise. It was A, Team Blackout.
Whoa.
Can't believe it. Just a reminder as well, we are doing player bets.
Yes.
Still.
Exclamation mark bet.
Bet.
Put your points on the line.
And then follow the chat on what to do. And you can bet on the following match coming up. It's going to be very, very interesting. Should we spoil it for them?
Let's just get into it. Take a look. I think the player is already seated and ready to get started. So, and have started. We do have Bamboo here on the left, who is our reigning world champion for Standard versus Kendrell Corpus playing Brent Gates.
Okay, and we have it's Heart Lure already. They're starting the first turn, but we all know the Heart Lure first turn usually goes on for quite a while because you gotta search and search more and search more. But playing as Prison, how does this matchup play out?
I mean, I think, Heart Lure is the most popular deck for a reason. It has a very set game plan, but the average deck list plays usually like one countercharger, and of course, a lot of the Seraph players, they will essentially just restrict your resources, damage deny you, and prevent you from being able to pay costs for effects. And so we're going to see how well can Kendrell prevent Bamboo from doing what he wants to do. So just for the record, for those tuning in, both players are currently at 1-1 record. So they are at 1 win, 1 loss. And we do see, a heal checked on both sides, offensively and defensively here.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of Prison players also just commit to being aggressive turn 2, because now you have like really good cards to play down. Just throw it down and not think too deeply into it. Going second does put the game plan for Kendrell a bit, one turn slower. You really want to go first when you play Prison, because you get to go to grade 4 quicker.
That's
your
right.
main guy.
But Bamboo is going to be the one riding up first, finds the bunny here in order to make sure to get some more filtering in as well. That's going to go to hand. So that was the effect of the order that was played. Of course, Heart Lure, if you're watching this deck be played for the first time, is essentially a deck based around these happy toys where you have a bunch of different rear guards that have specific effects that work on specific rear guard circles. So, for example, the bunny is when it's on the left back row. When the thing in front of it stands, it also stands itself. But it does have another effect where when you place it wherever, you can look at the top cards of your deck and then put one of them into your soul.
And I think Bunny here will be one of the targets that you actively put into the prison, because when you call things out of the prison, you get their on-play effects. And when you get to just spin your deck for free, it helps fund like the cost for getting cards out. And it just makes your deck compressed.
Yeah.
Nice to trigger,
Exactly. Okay, we see a Perfect Guard, one of the OG ones as well. There's a second damage already coming in. We're playing quite quickly. By the speed that Kendrell is playing, I'm thinking that maybe Kendrell is aiming to deck out Heart Lure potentially.
Ooh, that is a strat. That is a strat.
But he's playing very fast.
Yes. But also maybe this match can go long. Like, you have to be careful with Standard. Things can go long, and you don't want to get a double loss.
Exactly. That's the last thing you want. Just talking to the players between the rounds too. This does sound like a lot of games are going very close to time too.
Yeah, it's also a game where you can't really determine who's definitely ahead as well, right? Like in the first game we saw in Premium, one player was definitely ahead, so you can easily see, okay, maybe I should concede. But here you don't know who could be winning. In Standard, anyone could be winning. So. It's very hard to make that determination. But we see Kendrell already committing cards onto the board.
Ace Unit hits the board. We're going to top 5 for 3 energy here. Add a card to hand.
Yeah. We don't have a Muna yet down, which is unfortunate. But having the...
There is one of the top 5, so that could be an option.
I feel like you want to put something in the other column, no? And then you have the L formation.
The L formation.
L formation.
The grand return. It's been a whole year in the making. Of the L formation.
But yeah, no. If you call a Muna and then call something down from hand as well, you can do pretty well, I guess.
Plus 5k there on the ace unit.
A bunch of 5Ks just come out for free. Oh.
Ooh, this is one of our more unique cards being played in this list, which of course is the Captured Chirino. So on attack, soul +1, your opponent has to imprison something from drop if you're on the Seraph Vanguard and gets plus 5k. But the more annoying thing is that you can retire her after she attacks to send one of your opponent's imprisoned cards to the bottom deck. So, you know, there are some turns where you're aiming for a certain, you know, a specific number of cards in your prison to get a certain buff, whether that is through the Pure Light or the Clear Light, you know, whichever one you want. For the extra condition, of course, for Pure Light, you need 10. But in these earlier turns, for example, like you got rid of the bunny, and now it's no longer on the left column where it would normally be strongest and doing the most. So now that's been sent to the bottom of the deck. And if you can, you know, once per turn get rid of the bunnies, then that will turn off some of their infinite resource generation of being able to make soul all the time.
When you play against prison, you want to identify the card that you want to continuously put into your prison to make sure like it's easier for you to continuously get more resources to call more things out of prison. So things like Shenri is very, very good because it goes back into soul to draw your card. And then when you call it, you can reuse those abilities again. Chirino is the one card that can just stop that. You goes to prison and you get it out of play for a while.
Remove it from the equation.
That's right.
For some
That's
time.
right.
All right, we see another order being played here, of course. Again, for this deck, you want to be setting up these Toys Are Made for Children orders. Every time you play one, you look at top 5, and you get to choose up to 2 happy toys. 1 goes to hand, 1 goes to soul. And then you can rest 2 of your Toys Are Made for Children orders in order to choose a happy toys from your drop and put it to your soul. So you get to set up what you want to call out and then use that Heart Lure effect for its energy in order to call out your friends, your happy toys from the soul. So you get to choose the same number as you have orders. So here you can call 3. Next turn you play the 4th order, then you're going to get to call 4 things every turn for just 3 energy.
Yeah, that's incredible amounts of value. That's like dividing by 0.
Yeah, it's one of the most energy efficient effects in the game, I'd say.
Yeah.
It hits all of the sustainable development goals.
Yeah, you don't need to play anything. It just does it.
Yeah.
Right? Just keeps on generating free toys.
For everyone.
For everyone. Mostly for you.
Mostly for you.
Mostly for you. And the nice thing about Heart Lure is that once you draw like one of the orders, the rest of the orders can just be searched for. Yeah, like 2 of them you get through the ride line, and then one of them's just the soldier comes out. And
Yeah. Exactly.
So if you draw anything that gets 1 more order, life's good.
Life is indeed good. That's for sure.
And Heart Lure swinging in. CB wants to stand the Lady loss, and that gets a crit now.
Yes, doesn't care about your opponent's grade either. We see the Sanctitude come into hand. That is the one that cares about your opponent having triple drive on the Vanguard. So once we go into the Pure Light, that will be a free Perfect Guard that you can use.
Ooh, 3-card guard on that. That is rough.
Even with the restand heals too.
Yeah, big column. And then now we have Kendrill going up to 3. So we have the first a Clear Light turn. Right?
Yep.
And should have enough to get a triple drive.
Yeah, I think that shouldn't be a problem. We do have 2 rears on the board that we can get rid of, and then Prison these days has a lot of ways to imprison things from the drop as well, so that's not going to be an issue either. There we go to the second.
Top 5 Surge. Such a good card.
Ooh, there's Citrus. That's 4 attacks this turn.
No, you don't have to. I don't think you do 4 attacks this turn. Because hitting 5 prison might be a bit rough, but just having... That card is just good because you draw a card.
You draw a card. You imprison from the drop as well.
Yeah. And later on, maybe later you do the restand, but now I think you just commit. You try. He just doesn't have Munas though.
Yeah. I mean, there was the chance to pick it up from the ace unit earlier. We are going to go for the 3 attacks here. Swinging with the Clear Light. At 2 damage though. Bamboo, our reigning world champion. Is this going to be a no guard?
I mean, this is where you can win. Right? You're behind, but if you get crit OT, that's a GG.
No guard.
Nothing.
Front. It's a soul front too, so it helps you pay for the Munas. And another citrus. That'll help later.
No heals. He really needed to heal there, I feel like.
Yeah, because going into a Persona Ride hard Luru turn is going to be quite tough for Prison, I feel like, especially without Mune on board. A front will guard that. That is enough. And then finally, this last swing, I mean, it's 1 damage. You can technically just take it, and that is going to be the case.
That's a
Bamboo
PG.
goes to 4.
Yeah, but I think now that Tempo is back on Bamboo's side, 4 damage against this. Wait, does he have a Persona Rider? That will be key.
Ooh, doesn't look like
He's
there
thinking
is.
about it. That's not good.
Does have a way to find the last order, though. Going to use the Rester here.
Okay, so now that there's no Persona Ride, this could be guardable.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically the same numbers as last turn, except you have your full restand attacks.
Yep.
Will be happening.
The compression is happening, all right? Top 5. Ooh, looks very... A lot of targets to choose from there. I believe that when you hit 2s every time of the order, your deck is super compressed, but then you never trigger anything. So every time when I miss multiple times, I always hit my over trigger.
That's right.
Yeah. They call it reverse psychology.
Whoa, that's how life rewards you.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think Bamboo has been hitting those pretty well. So maybe Kendrill's safe. Maybe, unless, you know, this is the northern hemisphere. I usually play in the southern hemisphere.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, things could be different, you know.
Check OT, get a headache.
Yeah.
All right, we do see the bunny was called from prison earlier. We used one of them, and then I think now we are going to use the Heart Lure effect here to call another bunny, just to keep thinning the deck out. 2 bunnies. All right. We're calling out the whole squad out here. Top 3, choose nothing. I think it was all triggers. What's going to come up next?
Are we just compressing? Trying to compress as much as possible?
I think so.
Some people call Heart... Ooh, that's another triple.
3
2
triggers.
compressed. 2 compressed.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. Some people call it, like, Heartloo the OT simulator, you know? You compress until at some point the OT comes out and surprise.
Yep. Funny times.
All right. We have a Blavilos coming down. I think it's nearly the full formation. Do we have a block horse?
Don't think, unless it's in the hand.
Yep.
I don't think I caught it, but there's a lot in the drop, so we could reset it for next turn.
It's not required. Looks like, yeah, there's no horse. No
okay,
horse
the numbers
around,
are pretty guardable then.
Yeah.
In that case, soul front comes in. Heart Luru gonna swing, restand everything. Here we go. Big
yeah,
old
okay. I was
attacks.
going only 1, but now there's 2. Yeah, but we got the giant fluffy stand. That is a guard restrict.
Yep.
A 2-card guard restrict. So have to be a bit careful with that one. But it's not massive numbers. Of course, we saw Bamboo basically put nothing into Soul, so there could be a lot of triggers coming up.
That's right. Let's take a look here. The hand is not too crazy for Kendrill. That's what lacking Muna does to you.
Kendrill does have to guard this. This is actually only... Is it 23?
I think should be, but it's triple drive, so you can never be too safe.
3 cards down?
You can go up to 53 if you really want to. If you want to no pass it, you're going to have to go to 58.
That's
We're
2.
gonna go for 2. It's going to be
That's
48.
a 2. Oh. First check?
Pass. First check,
Ooh,
nothing.
that's nothing. Second
check
crit.
You can make both lines lethal now. Is that going to be the option? Oh, we're
No
going all
to
in.
Vanguard. Okay. Third check.
Oh, it hits
Ooh.
it. That and heals down 2. That's 2 damage coming in.
First
here.
check. Second check.
Nothing.
Ooh.
Bamboo takes it over Kendrill. That was a fast one. Both those players were playing at record speed.
Yeah, that's a risky choice to go all in Vanguard. I think, unless you just feel like you don't have a next turn. You know?
Thing is, man, the players in this room are the best players in the world. And when you have players of the same skill level playing, sometimes it's just whoever gets luckier in the moment is the one that's going to take it. And sometimes you got to just bet on that luck, you know? That's the reason why he's the world champion, is that he believes in his own deck answering to his wishes.
Yeah, true. So that's it. Bamboo still progressing. Kendrill,
2-1 now, yeah.
Unfortunately, Kendrill's at X2, but still a chance. Still a chance. His
7
tiebreaker
rounds
is
total.
really good. Yeah. So hopefully he does well. He is playing Brandgate. So
we do want to see it good. We do want to see it do well.
But yeah, that's nice. It's nice. What did you think of that game?
Overall, I do like the prison list quite a lot. I think running techs like the Captured Chirino is quite nice. There's some more stuff in there that, I mean, we have access to the list, so we can see it, but we'll allow the players to reveal it. Seeing the soul front was also quite interesting too.
Yep,
And,
yep.
You know, just to be able to have a bit of that extra soul for the Muna that we didn't get to see be played. I guess also Muna and also the Shirino 2 Soul Blast on
Yeah.
attack as well, which is very nice. But looking forward to seeing more of both players. Hopefully do well throughout the tournament as well. But for Bamboo, looking pretty good. If you're 2-1 now, if you can win the next couple, then
Still a long road. It's
yeah.
still a long road ahead.
it's not 4 more rounds left for the standard players. So again, as a reminder, we have 5 rounds of premium, 7 rounds of standard. And then, can't remember for Vice and Evolve, but it's probably still like 6 or 7, I think.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But we have an interesting trivia coming up next.
That's
a
right.
bit different from the ones that we were doing before. Chat, are you ready to put your bets online? But
Points on the line.
don't use the points.
that's
Don't
right.
use the
You
bet
just
command.
put in the answer.
We
Just
have
put in the answer.
technology, right? Let's take a look at this next trivia. This is your road to victory. Guess the card rarity. We have the OG Blaster Blade. What was the rarity? If you are very, very smart, you can tell, but you have a choice. It is A, a rare, B, a double rare, or C, a triple rare. Now,
If you need glasses, put on your glasses.
yes. If you're at home, zoom.
The
Use
answer
zoom
is in
function.
front of your eyes. There's a French
Literally-
quiz show that literally has that as a slogan.
literally free points.
Yep.
Okay, if you mess this up,
You're going to regret it.
yeah.
You're going to regret it.
So we will be back with the answers, though you might find it soon.
That's right. I can't wait. Can't wait. This has been the trivia, so we'll keep giving you trivia questions every single round. And I don't know if I think after round 3, we should be able to show the leaderboard for the point earners as well. I think you're pretty hyped to see some of these standings in terms of who's been grinding these points. I think you guys can also see in the chat yourselves whenever you use the exclamation mark points command. You can see what your ranking is as well. But I think the staff are going to check. I think next round, the start of the next round, we'll be able to show you the standings. So it's going to be exciting to see who's ahead so far as well. But hope you guys enjoyed your free points in that one. That's for sure.
All right, I think we'll be back soon with more standard.
You can also check out the other streams, by the way. Don't forget,
Yep.
twitch.tv/Bushiroad_SVE for Shadowverse Evolve _WS for Vice. But, you know, you want to keep this one open because the point earners are different between the channels. So, I mean, you can have all 3 of them open
Yeah,
and
win
earn points
everything.
on all 3, right?
Win
You can win
everything.
everything. You could be the one.
Now we've given you the tech.
We're giving you the tech.
The other ones might not-
Exclusive to the Vanguard channel, I'm afraid. Exclusive to the Vanguard channel.
Okay, we'll see you all soon, right?
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everyone, to round 4 of Swiss for Standard. We've got an exciting matchup plan, but we also have some standings that we can share.
That's right.
Oh.
If you're curious how everyone is
Ooh.
doing here. So I believe this is for Standard.
Yes, yes. We have some names that I recognize. It's very, very good. Any ones that you see?
Braceland, of course. We've seen before as well. Entropy, we've seen before as well. Out here, Humske doing 3-0. So a lot of undefeated players still going into round 4
We
here.
got that 10th person. He has something where he goes, if he doesn't make top 8 at Worlds, he needs to shave his head. So I'm rooting for him. So
That's crazy lore. That's crazy lore. Top 8 or bald.
Top 8 or Volt, that's right. And then next, I think we have 11th to 20th, maybe? Or do we have maybe the premium leaderboards?
Take a look and
Maybe
see
not?
what we can have to show you. So
We have
if you see your favorite players or friends that are out here, make sure you cheer them on in this run for glory.
Yeah, we have Reynaldo. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. I can see who's being put on for the next match, and it's I think it's someone that many people would know. But what are your bets? Remember, you can bet for the match as well.
That's right.
Like all the kids
bet.
say, bet, right? But
Bet, yeah, they do say bet. So exclamation mark bet, and put in your points and who you think between player A and player B is going to do well. We're not showing Braceland, chat. I know you guys are.
Don't bet on the leaderboard. You have to bet on the players that will be playing that you can't see yet, maybe. But you have to pick between A and B. So if you
That's right.
can see, but you still want to just go for a 50-50, you can.
Yeah, if your name starts with a name, better player A. If it starts with a B, better player B. And if not, then too bad.
That's right. That's right. So maybe we are ready. I think we're ready to get in.
All right.
Yeah.
The players are shuffling up as we speak and preparing for our round 4. So again, as a reminder, Premium has 5 rounds of Swiss. Standard has 7 rounds of Swiss. We are going to be mostly alternating here and there. But I think, for the last couple rounds of Swiss, there's going to be just standard being played.
Yeah.
And I think
Just
we're
'cause
ready
of
to
the
go
timings.
into it and take a look at our players here on the stream table. It is going to be, of course, a recognizable face on the right.
Yeah.
As we have WCC's Aris versus IK Mordred on the left from Italy.
Oh, Mordred? Yeah. I think the Italian players, they always send like a delegation every world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think now, I think before, because they were playing in the different format, but I think now they're all integrated, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure now they're all integrated. So
Wow.
before it was indeed like they had the Italian version, but now it's going to be different. So we're gonna see what they flip up once they stand up the Vanguard. We don't want to reveal anything while the players can still check.
Well, you can kind of see what they are running.
There we go. Now you got it.
Dragon Empire versus Brandgate. Now, Ares has been playing Pavstagra for a very, very long time. I will not be surprised if he decides to continue playing Bav, just because it's such a, how do you say it? It's a comfort pick, but something that you know how to perform on, right? And Mordred there running a Brandgate deck. What could it be? We've seen a Brandgate deck already. It was Prison. What kind of Brandgate decks are that are good? You guessed B Heroes at one point, saying that could win, but
The heroes are pretty
B
good.
Heroes.
I mean, I some of my favorite decks in this game are all Brandgate for the most part. So could be one of those maybe.
Could be those. Chat, make your bets if you want to on this extra information before anything has been flipped up.
Yeah, we gave you some interesting tips in terms of what you could see here.
Could even be Jiva. Dragon Empire. Could
True.
Be Jiva.
One of my friends is playing Jiva today.
Could be. Would you ever think it could be Virgila? A 2 Virgila rewrite?
I mean, we saw in the Japanese tournaments there are some mad lads running Virgila.
The mad lads.
So yeah, make sure you bet your points. Again, !bet, the amount of points you want to put down, and then A or B. So if you want to bet for A, it's going to be Mordred. If you want to bet for B, it's going to be WCC's Aris.
Yeah. Now you can. I mean, you can't go wrong betting on Dragon Empire. It was like last year was Dragon Empire year, right?
That's right. It really was. It really was.
Look at the full now setup. Look at that.
Could be Varga.
Could be Varga. Oh, they're
Stand up
started.
Vanguard.
Ooh. So that is the Bav starter and the Ava starter, but they all could be tricks.
Oh, but I saw an upgrade there. This
Oh,
looking like we
dear.
haven't have a game on us.
How is the Ava versus Bav matchup?
The Bav can try to deck you out. But the thing is that if they can put down their 2 orders to prevent deck out, then that will help. And they do usually play 2. But we're going to see the Torrential Energy Research first and foremost as a turn 1 order. Instead of the Henceforth to prevent retires, we are going to find 1 monster off the top. And it is going to be Brandgate's very own Tithfault, that is Magnetus. A very good turn 2 play.
Yep. And going first as Ava lets you access those Obfuscate crits right off the bat, and can be pretty devastating as like when you're on grade 2 and you have to take those. Though Bav Saga, the counterattack on grade 3 can be quite strong though.
Yep. Ooh, and we see this is actually the overdressed version of Bav Saga, as we see the discard of the Ars Verena. Of course, if you want to have access to your Verlord, this is the most consistent way to do it, as you get to discard the Ars Verena, its effect puts it to Soul, and then you get to immediately search out for a Talisman and send it to the drop right after that. So, of course, the Talismans in this deck are going to be the Trick Moon, the Verlord, as well as the Trickstar and Swendy that you can mill out. And then, of course, the Red Land effect also, since you're going second, lets you search for both the Diava as well as the Bodonaut. We still remember our weapon names from last year when we got to see a lot of fully unrestricted Bob. 1 year later, she's back with, 5 restrictions to her name, I think. We have Trick Moon at 1. We have Verlord at 1. We have OT restriction. We have
Whoa, slow down. They're dropping the double grade ones already.
okay.
So
Double Cindy.
I remember learning this last year when we were playing when we teamed up for a tournament.
Yeah.
And the first guy dropped double Cindy right off the bat and turned them sideways like, that might be bad. I'll be interesting to see how Mordred responds to this. Back then, I did not attack into the Cindy's because I felt like, I'm going to ride to grade 2 and they won't do anything. And they like being in the drop zone. But I think that was a bad play. I think you should just attack the side. So we'll see what Mordred does.
Yeah. Oh, Mordred, who actually sets Torrential Energy Research twice in a row. Might be missing that Imigrar then. It's also, we do see some lists run the second copy of the Torrential, but oftentimes you do see it skipped out on as well. We're going to see Magnetus here. Going to try to find Imigrar again. If you don't find the Imigrar, it is pretty tough. We do see the Overtrigger revealed here as well.
I don't see an Imigrar, though.
No, I do see another Magnetus, but you can't chain them after one another. It has to be from a non-unit card effect that it is played by.
But 310Ks is not bad. Turn them sideways. It's very hard to respond to them.
Yeah,
right?
the problem is that you're basically betting on your blue research to find you.
Ooh, he's going for the face. Takes it. One trigger. Okay, that kind of wants to take the risks. No guard. Misses.
Ooh, finds it. I guess that's a good discard target, but the problem is that the grade 2 order has not been set yet, which lets you get back the Evas, which is the imprisoning past.
Is there a bit of confusion or?
Yeah, this was the drive check, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but he got a damage, so it's dealing no damage.
Ah, okay. So I think they're just checking if the damage goes through or not. Yeah, that does not.
No. So attacks the Cindy, so kind of straightforward what you had to attack there. There's a couple of Cindy's. But now, Ares gets to keep one of the Cindy's up. Now you can use it for like a boost. Yeah. And that can be really annoying too.
Ooh, Fire Regulus for the discard is pretty good
That's
too.
a great discard. Ares also has 1 CB up, so he's not going to get grade 2 locked. All right?
True.
You got damage lock when you ride into the grade 3.
Yep.
Because I think that's one of the plays that people do against Bath Saga, right? They go, if you don't have any damage and you have targets, I'm just not going to give you that damage, so you can't get a good grade 3 ride. And got the Yigma shard down. I think players save Yigma shard a lot, and that's kind of a mistake. You kind of want to be able to commit. You want to have them, but if you're willing to just drop one to just make more attacks, kind of make your hand a bit better, that's also a good play.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Look at a double intercept. Whoa.
That'll do it.
And I think that's a decent amount of hand.
All right, has to ditch the Eva here. Gonna ride up into the grade 3, and now this
big search. Top 5.
This one's big. It has to hit the Migrar here, I think. Doesn't find it. That's the Regelia. It's the so-called grade 1 Combine Rusher. It does give you backer intercept, but now all you're left is this top 3 from Eva's effect and needs to find the Migrar. Oh, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I really like the new Bav builds, by the way. Like, old Bav, very strong. But now you have all the different things you can try out.
So much deck space.
Yeah. And everyone's trying different things. Some people are being very, very, normal deck, normal Bav deck. While people are trying like Boar Arena and all that, or like heavy defensive Apparaja builds. I like it when it's like that,
Ooh, we found the Migrar off of the Magnetus there. That was a close one. Thank God he had the third Magnetus in hand. And going to immediately just use the Migrar here to find that one last piece of Eva. And right up. Search for the henceforth to prevent retires. Gonna just quickly check the drop to see if the. I do think you do have to set. Yeah, you have to set up that order because now both of your Evas are out of rotation from your deck. So you do need to be able to return one now every single turn.
Ooh. But it is what it is. At least you have a game with that Immigra, Yeah. And then turning sideways. What's the output right now this turn? What are we expecting from the Ava player? We have one line, we have one column set up.
Combine Rusher in hand, which means that you can basically swing 10 and then overcall Obscurate on that one, and then you immediately get, so it's going to be 10, 23 on the Eva.
Attacking the Yigma shard, good call. All right, Yigma shard.
Stay in heal range as well.
Yep.
So this will be 23. Then the obfuscated will come down. It's going to be only 28 because the past order is not in there to give the plus 5k.
Ooh, guarding this one.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, there's a world where you go into the other obfuscate, right? Front row obfuscate.
You could, yeah.
Oh, but going for the crit. Still
Push
fine.
damage. I want this game to go on for too long.
This game can go a bit longer than your standard Vanguard games, right?
Yeah. Both
Yeah.
decks are very tanky. Both decks go through the deck. Also, you know, just through whether it's drive checks or deck search. All right, 23k swing from the Eva. This obviously is going to be 28 with an extra crit on it. And then the final swing is going to be 23 as well, I believe.
Okay, no guards this. First check, an Immigra. Second check, nothing.
Freezing Wave is good, though.
Yeah.
That is a 30k shield. Bearlord damaged. Ooh, going to have to heal that out now in order to have access to it. So that's a bit unfortunate. Especially, I don't know if he has, if Aris has the second Verena to, that he could have technically used to find Bearlord. There's also the Trickstar and Swendy played in this deck as well. There's also another actual Verena in this list too, I think, usually. Or you can just, you know, fill out your Trickstar and Swendy just to have a good shield target for if you ever want to make the Ars Verena itself.
So he's spending a long time guarding this one. Actually intercepting with a Yigma shot there. Wow. Because he guarded that earlier, but then had to intercept with it, which is... That's like not value. And then this one is also guarding, so staying at 2. Right, okay.
That's fine. I mean, you have one CB for your ride line. You have one CB for Yugma shot if you have one. So 4 tax is still going to be good. You know that you're in it for the long term in this game. So
once you get a CB value, I think, heal value.
Yeah. Alright, ride line effect. CB1, get to search deck for up to 2 arms. And then send them to the drop. And then choose any arms from your drop and equip it.
So I don't think... Because Mortar doesn't have henceforth, that obfuscate can be retired as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a bit of a negative when it comes down to defense.
Yeah, I mean, that's also why, you know, somewhere on like turn 1 or 2, you would have wanted to set the henceforth normally. And now you can't set it next turn either because your Evas are all out of the deck already, so you have to send one of them back.
Yeah. It's a weird situation. I mean, both players not getting the perfect game, right? But now Kenzio gets to come back with his big counterattack. Cindy going in, getting back.
That's the Ars Verena.
Okay.
Oh, and we're gonna actually see. Okay, this is a
Is that a
very hybrid
Paraja?
list. It is a Paraja. This does get you to Soul Blast 1 and discard 1 to search for a Prayer Dragon and call it.
Ooh. Now, Ava doesn't have any removal, right? Except for one of the obfuscates. Like attack front row, but you can kind of see it coming, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can get pretty bulky with these Virenas.
You can. I'm just wondering if, like, with the Ars Verena, that's the only one we've seen. I'm curious if we have anything else in this list. All right. Paraja does help just set a board as well, because most of the time your attacker in this deck is just the Yugma shot.
Yeah.
Of course, other lists do run slightly different choices.
Well, there it is. There's an Enigma shot.
All right, there it is, yeah.
The upper rod is also good in the early game as well. You slam it down on grade 2. Bam.
So that Bauer in hand too, though. That is one of the other Verenas I was wondering if we're playing.
Bauer. How good is Bauer?
I mean, it's pinpoint removal. It's good for getting rid of the back row there, which can intercept just by paying soul. And it gives you an extra drive check. So especially on turns where you eat a lot of damage and you need to kind of like go on the comeback swing, you do have triple drive from Buff Sagara herself. And then if you have a lot of extra counterblast, then Verena can do a drive check on his swing as well. So you get 4 drives in 1 turn. It's pretty good, especially when your deck is like relatively thinned out from like getting out all the orders, the prayer dragons. Like you do have a lot of deck search in this deck because of that, right?
The remove is like really cool because like back in the unbanned Bav phase, you had the Surya loops where you had players using Surya to retire the back row and then the front row with the Buff Saga effect.
Yeah.
And then you function as a control deck until you're ready to just go like triple drive, something like that, right? But now, kind of like the Boros will give you extra kind of retire on the back row too.
Yep.
Whilst like proceeding with your game plan, then putting in to get the sword.
Yep. Diava now equipped, plus FK to the front row, and the triple drive now that Mordred is on grade 3. So this is going to be a pretty strong turn coming in.
Oh, look at that massive middle column.
Yep, the moon. You want to heal here to try to heal out the Verilord if possible.
Okay, plays the Cindy over instead.
Soul Blast 2 for Buff Saga here to get rid of the front row. Obscurate is not protected.
Yeah, and then Yigmashad will swing in first. Then we'll probably have your Bev Saga swing, right?
Yep.
And then hopefully, like, you ideally get the heal.
That is the... I always forget his name. The grade 1 that restands when your Yigmashad stands, the Samapadru. Samapadru also technically a...
went with Boar first.
I think this is fine because you can CB1 to put the Verilord face down. And that way, if they take this, you're still in heal range from Buff Sagara. If you don't sack a crit here, I guess.
Yeah. I guess you can, if you get a crit, you put it on the Yigmashad.
Yep.
Ooh. And then you have like 2/2. So that's 1 damage though.
Yep. Oh, there's a henceforth.
But this
Some
Yigmashad...
lists only run 1.
I mean, this is kind of interesting. So Yigmashad swings in, you can no guard this, but if you guard it, you're in heal for the Vilord. But then if you take it, then this is also threatening lethal, and you have to PG it.
Yeah.
And this one has no guard on the crit. Heal.
Oh, that's big.
The plays. All right, puts on the Yigmashad. Second, third,
and a PG.
2 damage.
Combined rush.
PG goes away.
PG. And a heal that is effective.
Heals off the heal. The henceforth isn't damage, yeah?
Yeah, I think you might have to... not yet. Okay,
Decides not to. Okay. And then boom. Stands the Yigmashad.
And Sampadur also stands. Gonna get the extra power here. This is gonna be another big swing coming in. I think 38.
Yep. Boom. Right in.
20k shield, so it's not too bad. Has Freezing Wave in hand.
That's 1 card in hand, right?
Yes.
Woo.
Very low. And it's an order. We know what it is.
Oh, wow. And then... Yeah, and then I think end of turn that goes into Soul and draw a card, right?
Yep. Mordred really playing with his back on the line.
Yeah.
Back against the wall here.
Ares feeling pretty good. Has a 20k shield as well available to him. And a decent amount of hand.
Yeah, I think if you're Ares, you're definitely chilling. For the most part, Mordred here, however, is going to be able to use the CB to recreate a board from scratch, which is very nice. We have energy for Imigrar. We have CB for Combine Rusher. Double Imigrar. Very nice. All that energy is going to go right there.
Wow.
Pretty
Went
good.
from nothing to something.
Yep. That's the magic of Evas. Just as long as you have orders.
As long as you have orders.
Entire boards.
And your deck should getting a bit more compressed, right?
Yep, and now the pass going to be used. Soul Blast 1, rest it to bring back the Eva, Poison in Paradise Eva, to the bottom of the deck. And then use the Imigrar immediately to just ride it up. And then on ride, she's going to search you for another research card added to your hand. And then because you didn't ride this turn normally, she will also activate Persona Ride.
Nice, nice. And then, what do you do? Oh, that's that hand is like an order. I think that's what a draw trigger, was it? I think I saw a draw trigger.
Ooh,
right?
okay.
How do you make that last column? Because otherwise you're only swinging like 3 times.
That's true, yeah. And we see an order. Yeah, I think you might be right.
Okay.
3 big swings is also something appreciated. You could also go into grade 2 Obscurate here to try to just like...
Wipe the front?
Yeah, reduce the Yugmashad as much as possible. And the Bower being gone too, although they can bring it back with Cindy very easily. Yeah, we are going for 3 attacks, just swinging. There's still a lot of triggers in that deck though. And a heal would be very good news for Mordred here.
Oh, he's thinking about, yeah. Okay, now time to move your interceptors into position.
Okay.
But it's like a weird, like, intercepting with just 1-5K is like so weird, right?
Yeah. Back in the day, you had defensing roar, so you could intercept with the Yigma shot and bring it back to hand.
He's out of range of like one Elder Breath though.
Yeah. But I think, was it Elder Breath in this list? I feel like we saw in a deck search.
Oh.
It's usually Valnot these days.
Valnot, really? I just
Valnot
I love Elder Breath.
Yeah.
You just win if you trigger it sometime.
Do you always though?
Yeah, you just gotta believe.
Gotta believe.
Gotta believe. Thing is, the players won't know. So Ares has to play it very carefully.
Yep. All right, there's a
Boom.
Bodnot.
Shield. He's going for max value. Look at that.
So it's 43, 48. 58. Yeah, the restand heals won't do anything in this matchup. Might as well just drop it as a 10k. Valnot.
Speak of the devil. This is a really awkward Valnot as well.
Yeah, it's not on the 2-crit Obscudate. That could have been something.
Is he putting it all on that? So
yeah, I guess it's still 2 attacks with 100 mil.
yeah, okay, that's good though for Ares. He'll happily take 2 damage because he knows he's so far ahead right now.
Yep.
He can really take all of these. Not gonna lie.
So yeah, it's a good timing for Ares to be seeing the overtrigger come out.
Guards this one and probably just takes these. Yeah, attacks front row.
Ooh, that's the 3rd Yugma shot gone though. And
OT
Ares is OT too. Okay.
That's not that good.
Yeah.
You know? Would rather just take it, but it is what it is. Gets a card. Maybe it's good. So now 3 Yigma shots are gone. You have to be very, very careful with your last one, I guess. But I think some bad builds were running Shroud in Darkness, right?
Yeah.
Just to really get things back.
True. I don't know if this is the option that we're going for, but
okay.
Oh, but we also saw him discard the 5 Regulus on turn 2.
Oh, true. Yeah. So no, definitely none of that. But I think you're fine playing a 3-attack deck. You can just go really huge, especially now that Mordred doesn't have much hand, right?
You are gonna have to think about when you can stop triple driving, I think, because
Oh, really? Yeah.
Eva can play for deck out, and it's one of the decks that can safely play for deck out, I guess, if that's a way to say it.
Can they play for deck out right now, though? I don't feel like they can.
Yeah, the hand is very thin.
The hand is thin. He's going to lose 2 front rows again.
When Bearlord also picked up, don't forget that was healed out.
Yeah, Veilord hits big. But it's like your Trick Moon's in a kind of an awkward position, right?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to put in the Varina for the cost of Afsagara to the soul. Take the Diava most likely.
Yep. He's looking at all his options.
Ooh, isn't that Surya?
Yeah, I think he's going to control.
Yeah.
There's a world where you wipe front, wipe back. His opponent has no cards in hand, basically. And then he needs to spend CB to call them back, right?
True, yeah.
Right. Now put that option away, though.
Never mind.
Goes for the sword.
I guess with 1 CB, it's a bit difficult to cycle between all of the weapons.
True.
Without, the Trick Moon countercharge, but Trickstar Swendy, Cindy are all going to come down from an arm being equipped. And now the Cindy
goes in, yeah.
Infinite Soul. So strong.
I guess the one thing you have to be careful of is time now, right?
Yep. That's true, yeah. For both players. Again, as a reminder, if you time out in Swiss rounds, it is a double loss for both players, and nobody wants that. So we saw round 1 in Premium. We had the last second session to make sure that at least someone walks away with points.
Oh, he's going to go into the Vilord there. So just going to stick it in the middle. Might just do... Ooh, it re-equips the sword again to stack the sword. And probably just going to go for 3 strings this turn, right?
Just 3 huge attacks. It's looking to be the case. We're going to go into the Varina here and just absorb that entire drop zone in.
He's preparing his drop zone.
There it is. This will be 2 Trickstar Swendys, I think, in the original dress.
Is it going to be 2 attacks? No way, right?
Could have theoretically soul blasted 2 first, but I guess wants to keep the Cindy in rotation.
Yeah. Okay, puts...
All right, another Varina hits the board. This is going to be... was there a Persona Ride this turn? I feel like there was not.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
But still big numbers.
Yeah, this is definitely still going to be huge. Bearlord, of course, is basically Persona Ride on its own. So this front row is going to be 33 across the board, 41 for the Vanguard swing here, I believe.
Yeah, because he stacked the sword twice as well. He played sword twice and then did Vylor. So front row plus 20k.
Yep.
Is it a 6-card hand? But again, that draw trigger. Heal? Is that a crit heal? He's got the carbuncle as well. A crit heal? Really?
Is that the crit heal or is that the
restand heal?
I think that's the restand heal normally.
Okay.
No, the restand here is the blue one. That's the red one, isn't it? Yeah, that is a crit heal. Wow, okay. You don't see those very often.
Oh, crit heal in this day and age? Good against this matchup, though.
Yeah, that's right.
The restand heal is also good in this matchup.
Yep.
This is going in for 30 for 1. Gets a crit. Gets another. Gets a draw. Good damage checks.
Oh, it might see more to start to stabilize here a little bit. Has a turn where they kind of just chilled, and now Kenzio is
counting the deck. Right, you have to start be careful.
Eva will not deck out. Has a ways to put back 2 cards per turn.
Okay, plays another one. Top 5 search.
We find Ace Unit. I think we have just enough energy to use it since there's 1 Imigrar and drop.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there a world where he uses up all the CB, Ava side, and then he has trouble doing things?
As long as you can get the henceforth back in, I think you should be fine, because then you can get your CC after that. So, and even then, like, the only CB usage this turn is gonna be the Eva main phase effect and Combine Rusher. So that will use your CB for this turn, but the next turn you can just find a henceforth here, and then you do. I did see the Pulpilute being played, which means that you can get back an order from your drop back to hand.
Yeah,
so that lets you loop the henceforth, which is also very good. All right.
Because now, like, if Ares goes for like Asturia, for example, just control the board a bit more. If you don't have CB, will it be hard to like make everything back again? Is what I mean.
There is a world. Oh, you see another pass here. That is going to be 2 cards potentially returnable back to deck if deck out is the goal here, but you have to be careful about time. That's the only thing I'm really worried about.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be 4 attacks. Gets a plus 5k.
Oh, but Eris's hand is huge. That is massive.
But it could be double sleeved, so it might not be as massive.
Good point.
Okay. What do we swing in first?
Like
Combine
the Combine Rusher. It's just a question of if you want to boost it, but if you don't, it's,
the
just
Ace unit technically has no shield.
True. You can just go with that without boosting, and then you leave the 10k boost for the Obfuscate that's going to come down.
There we go. So this will be...
So that's basically gets plus 15 on its own, I believe. But no, you can't rest on orders. It's only plus 10. So
it's
20, 30, going in with 40.
Okay. I think this is guardable, because if you guard this, you like no guard the Vanguard, right?
Yeah, most likely. Because the OT's out too.
You have to be careful though, because... Oh, okay. So you kind of have to guard the Vanguard now, because the only way you lose is crits, right? He's getting a trigger count, but Ava is one of the original compressor decks.
She is the compressor.
The compressor.
Oh, here comes Grade 3 Obfuscate from the deck here.
Deck is small.
It's getting smaller, but there are ways to save it. And Obfuscate, of course, here is going to get plus 10k on its own when it attacks, but also gets plus 5k from Eva's effect and from the past. So also got Persona, so going to be 43 minimum.
Look at this, popping the Swendies, right?
Yep. That's 2 10k shields.
2 10k shields. Ooh, and then you can just use the shield as well. That's a plus 20.
Yep.
The 40k shield already.
Soul Boss 1. That's 33. This Eva's coming in with 33 herself, I believe. 43, 53.
Is that a no pass?
With another 5k, it should be.
Oh,
we
no
go.
pass. Hard no pass. Front, yeah, that's
We like that.
That's the scariness, right? Fronts and nothing. And now we have a crit coming up skates with a front trigger.
53, I think. But we do
Still
see
a big number.
I think one of the PGs is going to be used here from Eris. Does have a lot of them in hand, it seems like. Oh, no, never mind.
It's going to hard guard
Hard
this one.
guarding.
Probably take the last one
58.
then.
And this is going to be 1 damage.
Has to be careful. Again, Aries been taking his deck count, so you want to make sure.
Wow.
Can you take the damage?
Crazy. Everything in the hand for Eris has been just PGs.
Yeah, he's being very careful of the deck count.
As long as you don't run into double loss, that's the only thing to be careful for.
Considering the PG for it.
I mean, this swing is...
Takes us. Okay.
Okay, we're going to 4.
Okay, I think there's a world he doesn't triple drive this turn, right?
Yeah, I think so. Kind of see the deck count here. It looks like it's 6.
Plays over with a Cindy. Gets back. The
thing is,
sword.
Eris has 3 PGs in hand, it seems like, so that means that next turn you can just, as long as you drive check to have enough cost for the PGs, you can just PG everything.
Yeah.
And you can take 1. So you take the first attack, PG the rest, you survive, and then if you can win on the clapback, that's good. But Mordred has reached a state with Eva where you're basically in a very, your hand is always replenishing, and as long as you have ways to, pay the soul cost, you're usually going to be fine.
Aries just going triple attack, 3 attack, front row retire.
Yeah, I think that's 6 cards in deck remaining for Eris, so you can twin drive here, go down to 4, take a damage, go down to 3, and then you draw for turn, you're down to 2. So if you want to still have another Vanguard swing next turn, you actually can't afford to take a damage here. It's pretty tough.
Oh, let's see. This thing is swinging big.
Yeah, we're getting a quick power confirmation.
And now can Mordred guard this one?
So I think we, again, didn't have Persona, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No Persona.
Yeah, so this should be just 31, I believe. Are we willing to play with fire?
40? 41, right?
Yep.
Because of the...
True.
Yeah.
Because of the soul, the
Sorry. They retired the back as well, so now... First check.
There's
Persona.
a Persona.
Front's good. Front's good.
That's good. Ooh, we see Freezing Wave, and this is with 5 rested orders. Has a 50k shield. OT equivalent. Pretty good.
I thought they got rid of defensive options.
Oh, yeah.
Except Freezing Wave.
Hey. There's an Eva fan in that team somewhere.
Freeze is going to freeze. 2
right.
card guard. Okay.
Mordred lives to see another turn. We did say from the very beginning of this game that this game would likely go to this point. Now it's just a question of if they can finish on time. I think there is a Fire Regolith in Mordred's hand that they added from the Ace unit in the previous turn. And now... I think we might be going through some deliberation on time. We don't know how much time there is. Okay, I think Eris is going to show that he has all the PGs, and looks like he's going to give the concession.
Oh, wow.
All right. So yeah, Mordred was like, all right, is there a way that I can win this turn? And Eris is like, I can take 1 damage and I have 4 PGs, or 3 PGs. He's like, all right, you got it.
Yeah, that's sportsmanship, man. Yeah, good to see on the world stage. Wow. That was, I thought, honestly, Mordred was able to hang in there for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's a... Because it looked kind of grim for him at the beginning. He got the Immigrant R.
Yeah,
but then it just kept, the game kept on going. You're like, wow, he's staying alive.
I mean, that's how Eva is. Like, once she gets to stabilize once, usually it's pretty smooth sailing from there. So I do think that that was a nice game to see between 2 very tanky decks in this current format. And maybe that is what it takes to, survive against all of the deep lands and the Heart Lurus in the Swiss rounds as well. So
yeah, it's definitely cool to see that people aren't just bringing the deep lands Heart Lure combo. Yeah, so we got confirmation. Aries has won.
Yes.
So I think it was just a concession for Mordred. So again,
that's what it looked like.
Good sportsmanship, right? Good
vibes.
Yeah, good vibes. It's what we like to see, right?
That's right. And speaking of good vibes, we have some good vibes questions for the trivia coming up as well, which is going to be another Guess the Rarity. But this time they're not giving it to you. They're not just putting it in front of your eyes. You're going to have to actually use your knowledge. So guess
No
the
more
card rarity.
freebies.
So this is Eternal Grand Magic Segre Lios. So of course, this is a recent card, an order card. Is it A, a rare? Is it B, a double rare? Or is it C, a triple rare?
There's no way it could be a rare, right? This looks like a really strong card.
It's Eternal, it's Grand.
That's right, yeah. But we'll find out. We'll find out after the break.
That's right.
But we can see chat. There's
some good answers in there.
Good answers.
Good answers. You didn't fall for Kai's bait.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good round of standard. We'll be back very soon with more standard and the answer to the rarity question right after. So don't go away. Get points.
Welcome back for round 5, everyone. It is time for more Vanguard goodness here at the BCS 25-26 World Finals. We are your casters. If you're just tuning in, myself, Different Fight, joined by Kai. How are we feeling after all these rounds?
It's good. We've had some premium. We have some standard. We are actually back to premium this round.
It's the last round.
Last round.
Premium,
yeah, last round for premium. It's basically winning in for these guys. And we have some very familiar names. But before we do that, we do have just the answers for our very hard question that was announced last time. Yeah, this card isn't rare. It's actually rare.
There you go. The answer is in front of your eyes.
And then if you want to participate more, we do have the betting coming up. Again, you can bet on the player A or player B to win.
Yep.
Exclamation mark. Points. Right? Bet, and then follow the formatting that your friends are doing in chat. Might be different from the slide. And then after that, we have the standings. Let's see who is in the spot for a chance at victory. So
Ned undefeated.
Undefeated right now. We also have Josh as well as the other undefeated.
Ooh, there's some really cool names in this top 10. We got Ned and Josh undefeated. Ned, we did see round 1 with that Grand Blue Loop. You know, that is a reigning world champion, potentially the first ever back-to-back world champion in the history of the game. Could it be?
Could it be? Could be.
We have also Tai Sensei-sama X1. Brian, that's a personal friend of mine, representing France, also at X1 here as well. Weirab,
also X1.
The creator of WCC himself.
Alicia as well, we saw her on stream. And Robo Frenzy, last year, 2nd place. They're all at X1. Right. So, a lot of familiar names there. We will find out who moves forward.
Well, Robo Frenzy versus Ned could actually happen. World Finals rematch. That'd be insane. Oh my god.
So I think the game is ready. We're ready to jump into the last round of Swiss. And I think we got something very exciting to see.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be Robo Frenzy with Novas against the Brian with Narukami.
Is it Narukami? He's got NMD.
Yeah, right.
Nightmare Doll. Nightmare Doll. Or it could be Narukami something. But no.
Descendant.
Yeah. But Narukami going first. Riding up. Nothing else. Okay. I assume we got the Nova Grapple on the left. There used to be an unfair Nova Grapple deck. But now they're kind of mostly fair.
Yes. The screaming and dancing announcer has been put to silence.
Yeah. Then looking, just swing it. Such a normal play. Ride, turn it sideways, get a crit. Yeah.
It's just your everyday.
And this is not every day, though. We have a G assist from Brian.
Yeah, if you're a standard player, there's no ride deck in Premium. You have to ride from your hand the old-fashioned way.
Depending on the top 5 here, a lot of points could be changing, but luckily hits the grade 2.
Yep.
After sacrifice 2 cards. That actually is a pretty good hand minus the lack of grade 2, though. You have... is that the OT in hand? 2 heal triggers?
That's big information.
Big defensive options. You might not be dying for a very long time, let's put it that way. Oh, and boosting with the... So, this actually gives a lot of information. If you have the if you have the dragon in the back row, that card's restricted with sweep command.
Oh, you're so right.
So it's
That
very
means there's no sweep command in this list.
yeah. You can if you play Narukami, you can surmise from this setup that he is playing a Vowing Saber build or something else.
Or just Vanquisher, right? With
Yeah.
with Vesperal ideas and whatnot.
Yeah.
Pure
Yeah.
Vank. Could it be? But yeah, Demolition Dragon does have the choice restrict. It does, if the attack that it boosted or attack hits, you get to draw 1 and bind the card from your opponent's drop. And then he goes to Soul if he's on rear, which is very strong ability.
Yep. And now we have
The Heal Guardian, I think. No?
oh.
It looks...
Yeah, it is. But you basically don't want this to hit because, like, if Demolition Dragon boosts and hits, they get to draw a card.
Yeah.
You hate drawing cards, right?
All right, but here we do see the search. So that was successfully guarded. We're big chillin'. And here we get to search out the victor, which is good. So now we know that we have the right targets that we wanted. Wrote into this Hazanda here as well, which lets you look at top 5 for Great or less Extreme Battler and Call to Rear. And that's basically how we found the Arashid, which helped to find the victor there as well. That's the old victor there too. We're gonna
Running
see
into Vanquishers, immediately Superior Strides, get the 2 Excel Circles.
Ooh, the
Ooh.
World Finals Excel 2s. Brian.
Draw 2. Stride and draw 2. It feels great.
Yeah, and Brian also showing off that, he's been around. He's been playing this game at the top level for a long time. And both these players, they're essentially, whoever wins is, I think,
Confirmed. Should be
Confirmed.
confirmed top 8.
okay.
Going first with a Superior Stride like this is so strong.
Yeah, and I think also having, being just Narukami into Nova Grappler is really good because you have, you've got
The G-Gods.
answer of Impede Dragon into whatever, setup that Victor might have.
Yep. But, I wonder if RoboFriends is playing ladder.
True, that
Ladder-
is going to be very important.
Yeah, you can make a huge kill turn and just put in the ladder, and then you can't be interacted with at all.
Is there a way to search it, though, or do you have to just hard draw it?
Yeah. You have grade 3 searches that can kind of help you out. Some decks do. We've got a huge on hit here now with Demolition Dragon. And then, well, it's always going to hit. The on hit bind
Ooh,
too,
the
but
crit as well.
strong. That crit trigger is so big. So we see the vowing saber.
Yep.
Reverse takes 2 damage. Draw. That's good. Second check. Is it nothing?
All right.
Binds 1 and then draws 1 from the Demolition Dragon.
Gonna go to Soul right after that. Good resource.
That's plus 15k. Wow. You should be able to guard this. This shouldn't be that hard to guard. I think RoboFriends has been playing Victor for a very, very long time as well. Guarding with the OT on that? Oh, using OT already? That's a huge that's a huge commitment.
Yeah, right. At this point,
Yeah.
revealing the OT in that sense as well.
Okay. And what's after this? Yeah, okay. The Demolition Dragon has an effect where you can put it to Soul and bind another card.
It's if you bound, right?
Yeah, but you don't have to bind. You can choose not to. So you can just sit there and draw your cards every time it hits.
Okay.
So gonna also discards a Heal Guardian to Stride. Unflips 2 Excel Circles as well.
Yep, both players. This is first Axel Mirror I think that we're seeing so far today.
A non-loot mirror, this is a very balanced.
We're playing Honest Vanguard.
Honest
here,
Vanguard. And then I think that Stride is in the wrong area.
It's just a flip fodder,
Yeah,
Let
it's
him
just
rock.
chilling the rear guard circle,
Yeah,
hanging out
yeah.
with the boys. Just gonna swing in like this. Soul in a crit to draw. Attacking a rear.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's already 3 face-up damage, though, so I wonder what we're targeting here.
Interesting. Okay, let's go. Goes for first check, nothing. Second, nothing. Third,
Jack.
another, but the ladder.
That's a big one.
Ladder, let's go.
Okay, just swing past.
Ah.
Ooh, Vowing reverse hits the board. The blanket himself.
Oh, so because he saw the Vowing Saber has a 4 damage condition.
True.
So what he's doing is he's keeping him 3. Now Vowing Saber, I think, can't do the full restand, right?
Yeah, only stands 1. But
Yeah.
1 rear guard. But if you have 4 more damage, then stands all your rear guards.
Yeah, so
which includes all the axle circles
Yeah.
too.
And now that he's got the ladder, he's set. He's lucky he got the ladder, but if he keeps him lower than 4, then next turn he can go for a big play. If he has a lot of heals, he can like go for GB8 next turn.
Right.
With a ladder, very, very strong. Otherwise, he can go just into the winning champ?
Yep.
Or is it favorite champ? It's one of the champs.
One of the champs.
One of the champs, and still make a big turn from that too with the ladder. So again, you can't be
Favorite champ can get a bit of the big restand.
yeah, it's the restanding champ.
The restanding champ.
The restanding champ. Okay, but this is also a big turn on Brian's side. That is 3 Excel circles with Exterminate, and you're in an Excel mirror, so you can get a lot of extra power.
Yeah.
But luckily, Brian doesn't have a way to retire cards on the board, so the 2 cards that are staying there, well, actually the 2 cards that are there has resist.
Yeah,
so
resist,
they can't get rid of them. So actually, that's very smart from Robo. He puts those 2 resist cards to prevent the extra Excel circles from giving his opponents 6 front row cards,
Exactly.
like plus 10k more, right? If he had an empty front row, that front row is getting plus 40k.
Dude.
Plus 40k.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
And now he's triple drive.
That's a
Heal.
heal.
Oh no, but he took the
Doesn't
damage.
activate.
Doesn't activate. Yes. And then nothing. So takes 1 damage. Robo should know that Brian's OT is not in the deck as well, because when he G assisted, he revealed the OT. Demolition now going in.
Yep. Gonna bind that
Gonna
OT
bind.
there.
Just in case. Right?
Just in case. So everyone has a clear reminder that it's out.
Okay, Exterminate just passing there.
Okay, looks like we're at 5 damage now for Robo Frenzy. That is a lot of damage to work with. 5 open CB for some big combos, especially with a ladder in hand here. Could this be the winning turn?
I have a feeling Brian passed because he doesn't want to give Robo Frenzy the chance to G-God more.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he goes GB8 and then with the ladder, that could be GG's for Brian.
That is true.
So now Robo has to consider what he wants to go into. Is this a kill turn? He has a lot of CB to work with. And he has basically 1 turn with a ladder of uninterrupted play that he wants to do. So this turn really has to count if he's going to commit a ladder.
Yeah. So I do think the passing was quite valid. The stride that we've chosen to go into is the Merciless Dragon.
Merciless Dragon. Ooh.
So this one does say that every time your rearguard stands by an ability, you can CB1 and discard 2 to stand the Merciless Dragon. And after it attacks, it loses 1 drive. So basically, it can also do that in the main phase as well.
Okay, and now the ladder has been committed. This turn is a non-interaction turn from Brian.
Yep, so you can go all out, combo galore. We do see the Sazanda committed there, I believe, as well. Sazanda says every time it stands, or when your other unit stands from a card's ability, as long as the Sazanda is on an extra rearguard circle, an axle circle, it'll get it'll give plus 5k to the stood unit and itself as well. So it distributes a bunch of power. So the axle circle is exactly where you want it to be. And then we also committed the Spiral Breaker here as well, which basically is Soul Boss 1 to stand one of your rear guards. And if your opponent's on grade 3 or greater, then it stands all your rear guards in the same column as that unit. But I think we're likely going to just be bumping that Sazanda over and over and over again as much as possible.
So we have a Gunstone on the field.
That's
now,
another way to stand, yeah.
And there's also another way to give resist to everything on the board. So after this turn, he does have protection.
Yes.
Merciless
It's up to 5 units, I believe, that Gunsling can give, which is
enough.
As long as you can protect your front row, that's all that matters.
Yeah. So we have the Merciless already starting to do things.
Yep. The 5 and 5, the dice. Each counter on the dice represents a 5. So you can see that the Sazanda is starting to put in work here as well. So Gunzen obviously also will get, if it's ever stood, it also gets a bunch of power, but that's not going to be the case here. We also have the Gambaragan in the front, which lets you Soulboss 1 to stand a rear guard too. So we do have a lot. We have 2 Gambaragans, and which is... So that's 2 soul for 2 restands, and also have the breaker for another soul for a restand. So 3 rearguard restanders on this board as we speak.
Ooh, OT's committed.
All right, 3 to pass. First check, nothing. Second check, nothing. Third check, ooh, blank city. That hand is not very big, and he's on 5 with no heals.
But Sazanda is gonna get really strong.
Here comes another swing. So this one should be a twin drive. G-Guard coming down. We're going to just go for a beefy one here. This is going to be...
Ask if you... Sir...
Counteract Dragon.
Yeah.
So your opponent chooses up to 2 of their front row rear guards and binds them. If they didn't, this gets plus 10k. And if they didn't bind... If they didn't bind 2 cards, then it gets 10k. If they didn't bind any, it gets another 10.
Giraffe was used as well.
Yeah, that also is a 10k shield if something was bound this turn, I believe.
So first check.
Sanctitude, that can help.
Oh,
that's a bit too dry.
5 blanks in a row.
That's a little too dry. We're going to have to just see if this multitude of attacks is enough to make things happen right now.
Brian still hasn't taken a single damage yet.
So you can swing with this Soul Boss 1 to stand the right side.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the Sazanda will proc here as well, so the Breaker is putting in work.
And then Merciless will proc, right?
Yep. We can keep on attacking. There's still a single drive Vanguard swing that can happen. There's the stand.
I mean, we don't stop attacking. That's just how it is.
That's the Nova Grappler way, baby. Coming in. That's going to be an easy guard, though. The attack is pretty small. There's no Persona right in this format.
All right, Merciless being Merciless. It looks like it's going to turn sideways.
Take a look.
He still has a crit that he can soul in, right? To draw?
Yeah, I wonder when that is going to happen.
Yeah. PG
comes in.
committed.
This one draws you a card as well.
Ooh.
All right.
One drive.
Single check. It needs to be a heal.
Blank.
6 blanks in a row, man. It can't be.
Okay.
There's still more attacks. Gambaragan coming in. Soul Blasting 1.
Oh, this thing is still going on.
Still going on. It's going to stand. Sazanda's going to give them all power. We're just trying to push through with raw attacks here. No triggers.
Yeah?
Robo Frenzy trying to lock in that spot into the top 8 to try to get revenge for last year with the same Nova Grapplers. The Vanguard has restood now with 0 drives.
How much hand does Brian have? His hand's still not disappearing.
There's still enough to go.
It's still guarding as well. His damage hasn't changed.
Here comes the final Vanguard swing. This one will likely...
There's no drive.
It's no drives. Are we gonna...
He's pushing in the crit now.
There's 1 damage finally hitting Brian's side.
Okay, stands. Ooh, okay.
Yep, this is big. Another extra power gain here.
I think you're Merciless, right?
We're going to first just check. For every face-up G unit, the grade 1 will get plus 4k, so it's plus 8.
Oh, nice.
A rare number.
And then Sazanda plus his power as well.
It's plus 35k on the Sazanda now.
Okay, CB1. Scar 2, stand the Merciless.
We're still going until the hand or the CB runs out, whichever one comes first.
The CB has run out, though.
Yep.
So
Brian's hand looks like it's 4
it's
cards.
Still good. There's still 2 heals and a Sanctitude.
Oh my god.
Wow.
He's going to take 1, go to 5, hit a defensive.
That's a good defensive. And gonna suck the crit into
Finally draw a card. And there's still 2 more attacks here to go. after this Vanguard swing.
This is 58, is it?
I think so. Yeah, you get the extra power. Will this be the Sanctitude?
Is it
Played
56?
No cost Sanctitude.
Okay.
Committed. No drive checks there. There's still a couple more attacks. Is this going to be enough? This one has plus 40. We're going in with the G-Guard Bulwark. And guards with another one. And there's, I think, one card left in hand here. Is it enough to guard the Sazanda?
Oh, no.
It's not. 6 damage is
Oh,
not
wow.
a deal. Robo Frenzy
my
takes
God.
it. The winning
Woo.
in with Victor. 0 triggers checked and still manages to take it.
How many attacks was that?
Wow.
Oh.
That was a game of all time,
That
bro.
was crazy.
That's so good. That was peak.
Zero triggers checked and still managed to. That works really good, right? Because he got that Victor supply set as well.
That's right.
It's the buff. Yo.
I was going to say that at the beginning while they were shuffling up, dude. That is crazy.
I can see a lot of
Victor.
people saying they're rich in chat now.
Bro, if you believed in Robo Frenzy. So that basically confirms Robo Frenzy in top cut, and Ned, because undefeated, is also essentially confirmed top cut. So there is a chance we'll have our World Finals rematch in top cut from last year.
And
man.
What a game. I thought it was nearly over, but like the hand, there's so much hand. Narco just had the hand, but then suddenly it disappeared at the end, you know? Like
It's crazy. I really thought that he would have just enough. There was some way to last there because he had a bunch of extra draw effects attached to a bunch of things too, like the PGs and whatnot, but damn.
What a game.
That was so well played. So well played. Just over and over and over again, man. That's, I also love, like, it's like a story, right? Between Robo Frenzy and Ned, it's like Ned is always crafting all of these, like, incredible lists that do things that the game was not designed to do, basically, right?
Yeah.
And manages to find the most innovative deck lists and innovative strategies to find ways. And, he won Worlds thanks to that. But Robo Frenzy has just been sticking to Novas this whole time. And even last year, he wasn't the one running the shout loops. He was also just
honest Victor.
Just playing honest
Victor. It's just this pretty much, right?
He's just playing his favorite deck.
He qualified with Victor as well, I think.
He qualified with Victor. He got second last year with Victor. Now he's in top 8 of Worlds back-to-back year after year with Victor.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to just pick your favorite and play, bro. Especially in a tournament like this. You're going to be remembered forever for playing this one deck. Robo Frenzy, apps, I'm very impressed. This is incredible.
So now we have everyone's favorite segment. Time to earn more points.
That's right, baby.
It is the trivia time. This one's a good one because we have something from G.
Ooh, and you know that we Vanguard Unks, we love our Vanguard G. That's for sure.
That's right.
So you want to do the honors?
I'll do it. All right. Chrono Shindo is the protagonist of the G series. His main unit, Chronojet Dragon, belongs to a specific race of dragons that can manipulate time. What is that race called? And you have to choose between A, Warp Dragon. That's a pretty cool dragon. B, you have a Chrono Dragon, which is the same name as Chrono.
Cool.
And then C, you have a Gear Dragon. It's just a gear and it's a dragon.
Yeah,
What could it, I don't know. That's a hard one.
That's a tough one, man.
Oh,
Might have to call a friend for this one.
Yeah, I need to use some lifelines. So, but yeah, if you get that answer correct, you could get even more points. You could be swimming in more points.
That's right. After believing in, especially if you believed in Robo Frenzy, then you're in the sea of points.
The sea of points. I see what you did there. But yeah, anyway, that's it for now. That is the end of Premium Swiss.
That's right.
We probably have Standard coming up, I assume.
Should be.
After the break. Otherwise, we will have nothing.
True. Also true.
But yeah,
true.
Stay tuned for more Vanguard. We'll be entering the last couple of rounds of Standard, which will be very exciting and high octane.
That's right. We'll see you guys soon.
See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. We are now back to Standard, the round 6 of Swiss, and we have some prizing that we want to introduce to show off what these players are fighting for. As we can see, we have some nice supply sets already that a lot of people are coveting and want it with the Eric Kajiri, but the champion, they get an Akina starter, right? And then also we have the top 4 and top 8. We have a Sanctitude that is Erica.
That's right.
Yeah, very spicy.
Yeah. It's a prize everyone wants, of course. Just for joining, you get so much. That's one of the greatest things about World Finals is just qualifying gives you a lot. But of course now we're going to be going through round 6 and 7 where we get to see who is going to make it. And of course, don't forget, for Premium, the rounds have already concluded. So everyone got themselves all this beautiful Victor merch. But that Dauntless Drive is going to be awarded to those that make top 8 and top 4 respectively. And the winner, of course, gets the world champion favorite champ Victor.
Nice, nice. And then here we have the schedule. Vanguard Premium's completed, but now we have rounds 6 and 7, the standard. And then after that, we'll be cutting to the deck check with also the spring
conference
English
presentation
that we will have to react to. All right,
that's right.
To get our react game on. But you know, here's the leaderboard. Who's doing it? Oh, we have Aries there.
Yeah,
he's 4-1. He's still 9th place right now.
2 undefeated players. We have Hansamu and John Xie.
Oh, this could be a last round of Swiss then.
Ooh, because then we go down to
one undefeated.
Who knows?
Oh, we have my friend Daniel Torshiro. He's doing really well.
Oh, he might not go bold then.
We'll have to make him bold anyway. It is what it is.
If you don't win.
We have a Diego Sibbald.
Ooh,
what a name.
All right, Keru out here as well. Entropy as well. Entropy Vanguard, of course, been around for a hot minute. Hamske as well. Le Protecteur.
That's a great
4-1 as well. And RS also saw on stream early with a buff Sagara. And Jonathan S. Also, lots of X1 still in the running. But of course, this isn't their last round. They still have 2 more to play to try to survive and make it to top 8.
Interesting. Okay. Players are ready. We're ready to jump into round 6.
It's time. Let's
see what happens.
Who is our stream match this time around? Which decks are we featuring?
What are they playing? How are you betting? What's the strats, right?
All right, we got the other streams are going crazy as well. Looks like we have John Xie with Getter Sanctuary versus Hansamu with the Stoike. These are our 2 undefeated players. Ooh, we see a Leonorn starter, but is it actually going to be Leonorn? We do see potential Genesis on the other side. Oh my god, it is!
What?
Looking like Leonorn. Oh, okay, hold up. All right, Cook.
And then, I mean, John Xie probably will be Minerva, right? Genesis starter?
Likely, unless it's bait. Sometimes it is bait. Have you ever been baited by a starter before?
No.
Wow, you're so strong, so skilled. I got baited like 3 months ago.
This is Minerva. It's got the encounter, right? So, looking good.
Yep.
Coco in. And then, grade 4 Minerva in as well. How aggressive does John want to be? Put in the Sergon. Section Angel as well, just at the front, going an L formation already.
Don't forget, exclamation mark bet. Bet your points. Don't forget, it's exclamation mark bet. Put your points on the line, and then whether you want A or B to win. If you want A to win, it's going to be Hansamu. If you want B to win, it's going to be John. So put your points on the line. Ooh, I think we just see crit breakthrough. That's going to be going to 3 damage for Hansamu already. Hold up. It's a very powerful start. Again, both players are undefeated, but this is not the last round of Swiss, so they're not both safe just yet, I think.
And then Leonorn's turn. At least Leonorn going first means that it does what it wants to do quicker, right?
Has a chance to heal down as well, because it's triple drive from turn 3 onwards as well.
And then, oh.
All right, right into the Rectina here.
Do we damage deny Genesis?
I mean, there is a world where you do, because you do get to not have to worry about. I mean, turn 2, they're not going to be doing that much. So you have to like damage deny for 2 turns in a row.
Just want to maybe kill off units, so it makes it a bit hard for them to respond, right? Committing 1 rear guard already. Let's see if he commits another one. But you can like swing into like Dissection, Coco, all targets that are very good if they stick around. That's the thing. Because you're gonna get value from Dissection later. Coco stays and becomes a really annoying booster.
True. She's gonna be huge. Right, Rectina paired together with the Lagras also coming in here, helping you find Leonorns, draw cards, all that kind of good stuff. Potentially a booster down the line as well.
Really thinking about this turn.
Oh, and we're also gonna see the Sincerietta tri-lane here coming in. We are going face here. Oh, the Rosarium Fairy pickup is very important, and now we're gonna go rear here, try to take out the dissection, see if John is willing to drop a 5k for it. Ooh, debating on it. Looking through
twice.
it. No,
All right.
we're gonna let it go, let it slide. We haven't mentioned this before, but I like the playmat that they're playing on. It's like very nice little color gradient, the red and blue. Nice little worlds mat.
Yep. And now, John, right up to grade 2. How aggressive will you be here? Looks like it's a Noble Knight Order there, right?
Yep,
Puts it into
that
Soul.
is correct. One of the greatest additions to Keter Sanctuary, period.
Keter Sanctuary generic line is just crazy strong.
Yep.
Ooh, Fire Regulus being used.
Top 5 for something. If you choose nothing, you can shuffle and draw a card. It does have to call something that's equal to or lower grade than your Vanguard. Going to choose the Dissection Angel here. So that's going to get put back into rotation. So at least you can make a big middle column if you want to just keep on pushing. But John has started off so strong in that first turn. 3 damage already. That there is a world where you want to just continue pushing that pressure and then just try to win next turn. Oh, there we go. Goes for the draw here for the CB1 off of the Vivini. Cocoa puts Minerva in the soul. That's exactly what you want. Draw 2.
Puts on top.
Ooh, we're going on top.
It's going to just swing in.
Not yet.
Okay.
We're just checking.
Checking the power.
Checking powers. Checking powers. Can we hit? Can we check this effect? What does it do in the drop? What if I attack?
Okay. Swings it in. Right in the center. We know something stacked on top. What could it be? Could it be another crit?
Okay. No guard. It is another crit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Woo.
John sending Hansamu flying to 5 damage here and going to get the Soul Blast 2 to countercharge.
Gets out the Noble Knight Order.
Yep. 2 damage coming in. What we got? That's a heal.
Good heal. Good heal. And then second check.
A front. Okay, that's
Ooh.
going to basically shut down the rest of this turn, but still 4 damage going into turn 3. Pretty dangerous.
A lot of triggers in the damage zone as well, right?
Yep.
4. Thinking about it. Thinking about how to go. Oh.
And I do believe, I was just checking with the staff earlier. I think despite, even if, so they are the 2 undefeated players right now, but even if only 1 undefeated remains, I think they still will play the 7th round after this.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So now they can ride up. Oh.
Ooh, are we Grade 2 Gaming here?
Grade 2 game. Yeah.
We're Grade 2 Gaming, not letting them have access to the Minerva. So now going to go for the triple drive to try to heal down here, but instead just not let them do their thing. No Vanguard
I think it's correct because you know that if you ride straight to 3 and they go into Grade 4 Minerva, you probably just straight up lose.
Unless you
At this
heal. And
point,
it's like,
yeah.
are you really just going to bet your tournament life on a heal? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's still really risky because your hand size is very low. And your opponent is not on high damage, they're on low damage. If you were to continue to trade blows like this, or even they just ride up to 3 and they don't care, you're still at like a danger level in terms of damage, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if you really wanted a heal, you could probably just go straight into a triple drive and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I think there's going to be just a more conservative turn here. Take out the Vivini. And then probably swing at the... Oh, swinging Vanguard, okay.
That was guarded, but now John should just ride straight up. getting a twin drive is perfect.
Yep. You're still able to check top card. You're still going to be able to, you know, find your resources and stuff. You have Viviane that you can use too. I believe Viviane's Energy Blast cost is as long as you have a Minerva Vanguard. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what Minerva it is, as long as it's a grade 3 Minerva.
Yep. But it just means you don't get 2 Vanguard restands. That's fine. You still have multi-attack.
And you get to play the Nebula Knights order as well for top 7.
Yeah, getting free cards.
Oh, I see a lot of triggers in that top 7. Is that the ace unit? We're going to put it down.
Yeah. It's a full... Even though he's not getting an extra Vanguard swing or riding up to grade 4 this turn, he still gets a lot of strong attacks.
Yep, another top 7 coming in here. What are we going to find? Oh, that's the Sages. Okay, so we're, you know, Minerva also got hit with a restriction. Rarilim got hit to 1. So here we chose to replace those slots with Sages, which basically allows you to, on attack, look at the top card of your deck and put it on top or bottom. Then if you CB1, you can basically gain power equal to how much, or you basically choose an opponent's Vanguard that is 14k power greater, and you increase Sages' power by its own power. Or you can, I mean, you can remove an OT just to, you know, gain 15k, but you don't really do it for that effect as much. It's usually like, if they hit a defensive OT, you get to CB1, and you become OT.
Such a weird situation for Hansam at the moment. It's just like, there's no good options.
Yeah, it's at 4 damage, like, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, that's why I think maybe riding up even and just praying for the triple drive might have been worth it, but I think at this point you're basically relying on the defensive OT to buy you an extra turn, you know?
I feel like it should be possible to survive this turn, though. I mean, it's 3 attacks. There should be at least 1 PG somewhere here.
Yeah. Not too big, but the hand is not that great either.
Yeah.
Yep.
Calculating.
Right. Getting a
For
draw.
the cycler here with the Brave Shooter. Okay, commits another 15k.
True to pass. Is that a true to pass though? Because if the dissection triggers it's a trigger, he can get +5, right?
Doesn't hit anything, but does hit a Persona Ryan. That's basically going to spell Doom for next turn, because you can do Persona and then go into the Grade 4 Minerva right after. Dissection going to use the effect to draw an extra card here to deal with whatever the Leonard might want to output. Coming in with the Ace unit.
So now you have to write up that this... I guess you don't. I guess you don't have to write up, I guess. But you're not winning if you do that.
Yeah. I think this is going to be the turn to ride up and try to make a difference. You can do 2 Vanguard swings as well, thanks to the new Leonorn.
So rough. Counting everything.
And here comes the
Last
side.
back,
Just
yeah.
check the top. Where's it going to go? Stays on top.
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's... Could that be defensive OT just put right on top? Nope, it's a Soul Charge.
Okay. Takes it.
Goes to 5 here, Hansamu. Again, both players can kind of afford to lose this one, but then they really do need to win the next one. Or, I guess if you lose the last 2 rounds, your tiebreakers could potentially save you, but it's still pretty rough.
Riding up to Leonor now. Needs to fill 1 spot. get max value.
All right, there we go. She comes on down. Now we have our extra draw power or Leonore search. Which one's going to be? Check stop 7.
Goes for the draw.
Yep. All right, going to go shuffle and draw here. Hansama does need to, be a little bit careful. We're still pretty early into the game, but you do want to make sure that you don't award each other potential double losses. Of course, if you time out, that is going to be the conclusion there.
Yep. Playing really, really carefully to make sure there's no misplays. Again, level 3 tournament, you need to make sure you don't make misplays. It's the highest stage.
It is. It is indeed.
Stage.
You have a double Rosarium board here, essentially, because, of course, in case you haven't kept up, there is a new flavor of Rosarium in Molmoir, the grade 2 that you see there. If Vanguard is in the overdress state, unison dress state, sorry. It gets the inherent back row power the way that Rosarium does as well, and the new Leonore Traumen does indeed have a unison dress.
Yep. Putting the powers on.
Yup, that's going to be the Luster Impact Dragon, so that is going to get another plus 5k. Can also boost from the back row. So we're looking pretty good. We have lots of power to be passed around. I don't know if there was a copy of Sinceriette that could be used to pump something, but I guess it doesn't really matter because the Luster is already 15, and that's going to be your main copy target. So until the Persona Ride turns, it's okay not to do it, I guess.
John takes a damage, but we knew he stacked it, so there's a damage check there with the trigger. The Vanguard becomes 23 now.
Another one goes to 4. That's another Sages. Okay, there's multiple copies. It's a good little card. Leonore comes in, gonna boost the entire back row. After standing everything, use the energy here as well to activate the effect. So the way the Leonore works is you CP1, Energy Blast 2, get plus 1 drive, and then at the end of the attack, you will either stand 2 back row rear guards, so you can still attack with 2 columns, or if your opponent is grade 3 or greater, you get to stand 1 rear guard and the Leonore, and they both get plus 10k but lose their drives. But if you put Leonore from hand or rear to soul, he gets 1 drive back.
Yep.
Where are we putting this crit? Ult Vanguard, okay.
Okay.
That basically tells you that the restand is going to go on the Vanguard as well. It's going to be 1 huge rearguard swing and 1 potentially single drive Leonore swing. Do we have a Leonore in hand to put in? Looks like we do. That's 1 more check. You want it to be a heal if it can. A crit would also work.
Oh, there's the OT in the hand to block it off.
And to match it.
Trigger.
A crit. Ooh, that helps. That helps.
Ooh.
There's now lethal on both ends. John's hand is going to get melted.
But I don't think John cares about that hand anymore if he can get a win the next turn.
That's true at 5 damage. Hansamo is in quite the difficult position. Doesn't change from the fact that we might need a 6 damage OT to save this.
I mean, if you don't trigger the OT, it means the OT's still in the deck.
That's
so
right.
You still have a chance.
So that's 58. I think that should be enough. And we're going to be going back to John. She is turn here.
So John is
Minerva. We know the Persona is in there.
It's fully unleashed.
Yep.
It's fully ready to go. Oh. Carbuncle as well coming down.
Yep. Send back 2 right deck cards. Back in there.
You don't need
top 5.
Don't need defense if you're winning. All right.
That's right. Ooh, it's like all triggers. All triggers in an elementary sanctitude. I think we're gonna keep those in there. That happens. I mean, you've been deck searching a fair bit here and there. Haven't been checking too many triggers either, so you have high hopes for the rest of this turn. Soul lost 1 for Minerva's effect. Look at the top. Gonna leave it on top.
Leaves it on top. Oh.
Saragon cold. Angelica put into the soul, and Minerva will be ridden.
And then now, do you just turn the Minerva sideways? It's 4 attacks. Yep.
You have Chamomile, so you can swing with the rear, and then the Chamomile can come out on top. So you can just swing Ace Unit, Chamomile will be placed there. And then, yeah, you're looking pretty good overall.
Seems very hard to guard any of these attacks. He's doing the trigger check.
5 attacks,
doing the actions.
5 damage for Hansama. This one's going to be a tough one. Might need a series of defensive cards to survive.
Defensive OT is possibly the only way. I don't think one heal is enough.
Hansama thinking about it. Is there any world where it's possible to survive here?
Doing the calcs.
Yeah, just trying to think if there's any way. I mean, the thing is, the Persona Ride makes it so difficult to guard all of this.
It's a plus like 20k, right?
Yeah, plus this also gets its own power on top of that, so we're looking like 40k off the solo swing, I think. Which, when this is like the smallest attack of the entire turn, it's pretty crazy.
Yep. Using the hand guards, right? To do
Yep. Calculate. Do the math.
Takes it,
and it's not a defensive. It is going to be game, and John Xie is going to take it with Minerva.
Unfortunate.
Minerva players on stream are doing pretty good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Leon couldn't make it. All right, it's just the crit was
the early game. The early turns were just too brutal, I think. For
when you open with Cocos and you look at the top, you're like, oh, I think I'm set. Leave it there.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah, and it makes it hard to guard as well, right? You want to guard easy guards, but if you boost, it becomes hard, and then you basically either commit to guarding it, and then they just like, if it's a crit, they put it on somewhere else, or you just pray that they didn't leave a crit on top. They just put a trigger on something else, right? So
exactly. It is what it is, but for Hansama, it's still not over. That's his first loss of the day, and round 6 is a good place to eat that first loss, because if you can have a good showing in the last round, you should be safe. One more round remains for our standard players. And of course, don't forget that at 3 p.m. JST, it is currently 2:18. So in about 42 minutes, we're going to have the special announcements happening for the Bushiroad Spring Conference for the English format. So look forward to that. I think in the meantime, we have a trivia for everyone's favorite. It's time to earn some points, baby.
Oh, this one's
Ooh, I mean, this depends. If you're an old head like us, you might not remember what rarity the new one is or the old one is. So guess the card rarity. Which rarity is a Brawler Big Bang Slash Dragon? Is it A, a rare? Is it B, double rare? Or is it a C, triple rare? Put your guesses in the chat, A, B, or C, which one you think is right. And then those that guess right will earn some extra points to occupy some spots on that leaderboard.
Okay, well, we should be back soon.
Yep.
With another
final round.
And be sure to tune in again, 3 p.m.
Announcements.
That's in around 40 minutes. There will be an announcement. It could be really crazy announcement. It could be incredible announcements even.
True.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out. So stay tuned. Make sure you earn your points. For every 10 minutes you watch, you get some points as well. So make sure you don't close this tab. But we'll be right back with a break. We just finished up round 6, and now it's time for round number 7! Yo! It's time. Standard. Round 7. Here we go. We have, first things first, the answer to the trivia from the previous round. So, if you guessed double rare B, then you are correct and get rewarded with some lovely juicy points.
I love points. Do you know what I love more? Winning.
That's right.
We have the leaderboard to see who has been winning the most in the current tournament. If we can put it up.
All right, John Xie, we saw he just won round 6. Now it's 6-0. Hansam was second in Swiss with that 5-1 record. Entropy, Ades, Nirvana, Vivster, Jonathan S., Diego Sibbelt, and Bamboo, our previous world champion, all 5-1 as well. So that we might have 2 of the previous world champions from last year making it back into the top 8.
There's a chance. There's a chance. And we have just a few of them coming from the bottom. The last X2s, we've got Hamske and Braceland.
Oh, okay.
Still in the running there. Tiebreakers have to be pretty good.
That's right.
In this list.
And have to win this one.
That's right. That's right. So with this, let's go back into the game. We're showing Handsome again.
This is the win and in for both these players, Nirvana Vivster and Handsome. Whoever wins is basically confirmed for top 8. We already know that Handsome is playing Leonorn. This one is already confirmed. Nirvana Vivster, just as I was getting back to our caster desk, was just saying look forward to our match, playing that Nirvana, true to his name.
Ooh.
As we see the Reno ride up. I'm going to use the Ars of Arena here to discard the mirrors to give us some of that early draw power. Nirvana, of course, the protagonist deck from original Overdress, and is looking to be pretty good into this tournament as well, as I know quite a few of the notable names have been bringing this deck to this tournament too. And, of course, it is a deck that not only generates a lot of resources, you see has good early game. We have Tri-Lane on turn 1. We're going to have a lot of deck thin as well. And with good deck thin in the Dragon Empire, that only means one thing.
Yeah, and I mean, ooh, is that a...
Oh my god.
That's a crit already?
Handsome getting crit on turn 1, world champion.
He's eating the crits. It's like deja vu of the last game.
Can you get a special prize for like eating the most crits in record times, in record speed?
Yeah, but you know, Nirvana, one of the decks that kind of overlooked for a long time now. It was in the same kind of release cycle, right? You know,
yeah.
Set 6 came out, and then we had a couple of this got the upgrade, and then
Leonor,
Youthwork, Jeweled, those all came out. But now, finally, with the upgrades that Jiva has gotten, we had like Cindy, and then the new Virenas, and the
Ars Arena especially.
And now this deck is at a level where people have to consider it. You know, people have to realize what's going on here. No, I remember Nirvana did do well like around 2 years ago. There was a top 4 with the Nirvana as well. But we'll see what Nirvana Vista can do.
That's right. I think it is a good pick. I have one of my good friends asked to borrow Nirvana for tomorrow's card game festival. Which, by the way, if you are in Tokyo, make sure you join card game festival tomorrow. It's going to be a blast. Or if you're queuing for the Day Zero merch and watching this in queue, then hello, good luck.
Less of a blast, maybe. You know, lining up.
It's pretty hot outside today, apparently too. So
lucky we're inside watching
drinking
water, not eating crits, unlike Handsome. But
eating OTs instead.
Gets the OT. He gets a heal.
That's a big one, bro. That's a big one. Front crit, heal, draw. It's gonna do everything.
Woo. Feel like
Omni trigger.
I feel like Handsome really needed that last game, but this game it's came up as well.
That's right.
Heals down from 3 to 2. That's nice. Not that bad for Vivster as well. Sure, he's gonna eat a bunch of damage. We got a crit. One line's gonna be 100 million. But it's better to see it now than when you've committed. Rather when you commit like 2 cards to guard and then they break it and then you take a bunch of damage anyway, right?
True. Ooh, goes to 3. That's 2 PGs gone as well against Leonor. That's
goes
pretty...
to 4.
Rut-row. How the tables have turned.
And this is a pretty good setup for Leonor. He's got a full board. Next turn, not going to play any weird games where you stay at grade 2. No grade 2 game here.
Slam that Leonor.
Slam, yeah, that's right. Slam the Leonor. You have a full board ready set up. They're gaining value by staying alive the whole turn. Unfortunately, Nirvana won't get a full board retire until later on.
Yeah,
that's hard to achieve, right?
Stravarina got discarded too. It's not the R, so no deck fin on this turn. Does get the Trickstar Swindy onto the board, though. Both of these players' decks are very excited for our special announcements happening in just about 23 minutes.
All right, committing. Ooh, okay, mirrors.
That's 2 Varinas. That's going to be at least 1 draw here. Don't have the restand yet to get the second draw, but, you know.
A draw is perfectly fine right now. Attacks Rhea.
Ooh.
Okay, lets it go. Gets
Persona, that's no shield. That's pretty rough, especially with 2 PGs in the drop. On the drop in the damage. Another Persona picked up. Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Hold up. Handsome might just speedrun this whole round. Might just speedrun, confirming top 8 here. Finds Leonor off the top.
It gets an energy cycler discard as well.
There we go. Ride line reduces the counter boss cost for Leonor as well. We're going to use the cycler to Energy Blast 3, draw 1. It's not a trigger. That's good. We have a Reserve in hand, but it's not going to work just yet. It's already 1 on board, too.
Yeah. I think you just put anything down and you're fine.
Yep. You're still doing 3 big attacks. And the Vanguard in particular, it's going to be scary. Does Nirvana have a PG in hand? After damaging 2 of them, we just know there's 2 personas. Scary stuff.
What is he trying to think about here? What are we committing? Puts down. He's
debating over it, but is debating over
the Molymore?
Yep. Molymore. You do get to reveal a Unison Dress from hand to draw a card here.
Like, not optimal position, but at this point it doesn't really matter. You're just going for game, pretty much. Vanguard swing in first. And look at that big no guard. That is a no guard at 4.
Oh, and the grid comes down! Woo. Oh, you can see Nirvana Vipster is not happy about it. Shaking his head. We're going to have to see a miracle off the top. A heal comes out that's not going to activate, but it heals what Nirvana wants. First damage, nothing. Second damage is also nothing. Hasamu, 3 turns, speed run. Absolutely crazy.
That was a quick game. I felt like Leonard's Hamsum's previous game didn't go that well. Channeled all of that.
Channeled all of it. It's like, I'm going top cut no matter what, baby.
This game, I'm going fast, man. And yeah, that was a...
The only Jivas we saw were the ones drive checked. That was crazy.
That was rough. That was rough.
Well, you know what, Kai? That gives us time to make predictions for the special announcements happening in just 20 minutes.
Okay. What
are we cooking?
They said spring, so something about Springfest.
Okay.
Maybe prizes, something like that.
Do we know? I think we know some of the prizes for Springfest, don't we?
Maybe even more. I don't know. They said spring. I'm just saying spring, okay?
Okay.
Will they announce anything about the new season of Vanguard?
Probably not, right? I feel like it's too soon.
Well, like the Japan side made a post about it. They're probably going to talk more about it tomorrow at Daivangasai, right?
True, yeah. There's no stream for that, but they will probably repeat it on Thursday because there's no Tuesday stream next week.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Or maybe we get to announce something in English first. That'd be pretty high. You know what? One thing, not for Vanguard, but for Evolve, on the Japanese side, they recently announced that they're having a proper Unified Worlds for Shadowverse.
Unified Worlds next year for Vanguard?
That'd be hype. If we could have that, oh my god. But at least we should logically get more information for that in English today, I would assume. So I'm hoping for that.
Yep.
For Vanguard, I guess it's going to be mostly release dates for sets that we know release dates for in Japanese.
How about
set 15?
That unified release date?
That'd be hype.
That'd be hype. If they want a reaction from us unks.
That's right.
Hey, that's going to be a big reaction.
I think, what else could we get? I feel like in terms of anime, it's probably we're gonna be just going through the remaster for most of this year.
Yeah.
Maybe if they can do the movie, the theatrical release for the last Divines episodes.
Oh.
Because I mean, anime movies have been pretty popular everywhere in the world in the last few years. It's not impossible, I'd say.
Yeah. No, it'll be pretty interesting. I can't wait. We only have to wait a couple of minutes.
Another
18 minutes.
Chat, you can give us your crazy.
No bets on these, though. No bets on these.
Yeah, no bets on these.
Unfortunately. But we'll be back soon for the unified viewing. All right.
That's right. I don't know if you'll be seeing us. I think we're gonna just basically broadcast the video.
Okay.
And then we can talk about it when we're back.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hype as we find out what our top 8 is gonna be too.
Yeah, very exciting.
Make your prediction in the chat. No points for this.
Yeah, no. Not everything is about bets, okay? It's about predictions.
Community spirit.
Community spirit, that's right.
Well, it's going to be time to see and find out what we get announced. We don't know either, by the way. We're generally just throwing guesses at the wall and seeing what sticks. And I just hope we get some cool stuff. And I want to go into the player room and just watch everyone freak out. I think that's... Last year, that was the big highlight.
Yeah. I want to... I don't know if we can do that, but we'll see.
Yeah, if we can. If we can. All right. Well, with that, 17 minutes remain. We will see you after the special video, but you don't want to miss it. And, of course, just by watching the stream, you get points. Highest point earners get themselves special playmat and boxes and stuff, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that as well. But we'll be back after this, after all these special announcements. See you there.